Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters, from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else, and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Episode of Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. Wow. Yeah, I'm your host, the most Donald Wood, looking fine, I'm feeling fine. It's WrestleMania week. I'm not that excited for the show itself, but I'm excited for the show itself. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, I'm excited to see Mike Chiari and Brandon Galvin in person. Guys, I got hugs waiting for you.
Is that all?
You're already lying on this episode?
No.
Is that all?
Like a minute in.
I got hugs. When I see you, I'm going to grip you up my big bare body, and I'm going to fucking squeeze you. I might lift you up, give you a fucking burly real good, lock my arms, and pick you up like a child. I'm excited.
I accept this.
Yeah. I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited to see everybody. Well, so many people are starting to text message, and we got this little chat with all the people in the suite. Everybody's like fucking so jazzed. Jazzed is the word I'm hearing the most in the streets. Everybody's just fucking jazzed.
People are using
man.
that word?
They are they're like fingers in their spirit. You know what I mean? There's spirit flowing through them. Mike Chiari, what did I shake in the beginning?
You definitely shook your, cheeks. Because you were going like...
Yeah, I mean, that was part of it, but it was the arms. I was doing the Cesaro bang, because he did it.
Machine gun thing?
He did it the other day when he went to work CMLL, and he was making fun of Sin Cara, and he jumped to the ring and did over the flip like Sin Cara used to in WWE. It was really fun. You missed it. Brandon Galvin, we got a schedule today. WrestleMania fucking week, baby!
Hell yeah. Our whole section is going to be previewing WrestleMania.
And NXT as well.
NXT.
And talking AEW.
That's it.
And no AEW.
I'm talking AEW. I got a lot to say.
We can talk about CM Punk, though.
Yeah.
That's how we can talk about AEW.
Yeah, CM Cunt was a real fucking piece of work this fucking week. You're right.
Only 2 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's a good impression. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Dirt Sheet Busters. That's when Mike Karen brings us all the lies and rumors go around pro wrestling. Tells you why they're fucking dumb. We have WWE Fantasy Standings update, the final update before WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Mike, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like it is going to be tight.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Tight.
We have fan emails and so much more.
Yeah, and Mike, the thing is with fantasy, you have a history of choking on the biggest stages. You're the opposite of Shawn Michaels, your hero. Where he would.
I'm not wrestling the matches. I'm not booking the matches. Either.
No, I mean, but you are booking the territory in terms of the fantasy scoring.
I didn't choke in fantasy basketball.
Guys, Mike, you know who didn't show up? Most of my team. They're like, you know what week we should get hurt? This week. The dude from Oklahoma City. I was awful. It was, I know, but I had Rudy Gobert go down, and if the Gobert goes down,
that was your only draft pick you made too.
Honestly, you made fun of him. He's been solid all season, really good.
Good job. Didn't get you anywhere, but good job.
I got to the second round. Call me the Sixers. Mike, we have a schedule.
Are you ready for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
To get hyped, listen to Ring Rust Radio. Find us anywhere you get your podcasts. Interact with us on Twitter at Ring Rust Radio. If you want to email us, be part of the show, send to ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Also, buy our merchandise, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirt designs, including Cut Your Dick! There's going to be so many Cut Your Dick shirts flooding the streets of Philadelphia this weekend. If you wanted to get like a WrestleMania-themed Ring Rust Radio shirt, probably too late unless you're doing rush shipping or something. Like
or if I think it'd be quicker if you just flew to Chicago.
Yeah,
picked the shirt up and then also flew back.
Agreed. But hey, you need something to celebrate after WrestleMania, so let's get the shirt anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Support us at patreon.com/ringrustradio to your ad-free episodes, sign for fancy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more.
Listen, we got our paycheck, guys, and I'm sorry about this. This was on me. I didn't send out the Pro Wrestling Tees payment for this month. How do you guys want me to split up the $5.10?
I'm beyond shocked that it's that much, to tell you.
Buy us a beer.
One person bought a shirt this month, or the last month.
George.
No, I actually don't think it was George. It was somebody else, but I'm just saying, one person. So thanks for all the support.
What the fuck's George been doing?
Thanks for all the support. Honestly, he's barely surviving from what I've read. But he's going to come to Philadelphia. He booked his flight. He's coming.
He booked his flight.
Yep, he did.
BG asked him for like 3 months straight. He finally did it.
Do you ever think it's BJ that's driving away? Because it's what's driving me away.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. You know what? That's my bad. Look, that's Donovan McNabb chest pat. That's my bad. BJ hates when I call him BJ. His name is Brandon Galvin. There's no J in it. I thought BJ would be fun because it's like blowjob. You know what I mean? I thought that would be hilarious. A really funny time. BJ, you've told me time and time again you don't like that, right? So look at me. That's on my bad. Donovan McNabb chest pat. I'm taking a step back. You know what I mean? You're now BK.
Looking in the mirror.
You're now BK. I'm changing it up. You can think it's for Burger King. That's fine, BK.
Have it your way.
You can have it your way, because we got to talk WWE and AEW.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rust.
Alright guys, honestly, listen, you know me, I'm a bit of a jokester. I like to have a good time. But from the bottom of my heart, this is the most excited I've ever been for a WrestleMania. We've been to WrestleMania in Orlando. Mike, you went to see WrestleMania in New York City. And we all went to see it in New Orleans as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I'm most excited for. One, because it's the cheapest.
You don't got to go anywhere.
I don't have to go anywhere. It's the cheapest. Those are like two really great caveats for me. MK's like, how much did you spend so far? I'm like, like $130 a little bit. Yeah, it was like, great. She's like, holy shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be spending a lot of money on food and booze and drugs and all the other stuff that we need to have a great time. So I'm going to be party supply guy. And we're going to have a really good time. The weather.
I feel like the best part is we're going to have the most people to hang out with that we've ever had.
Big time.
At a WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, listen, to be honest with you, we had a really good showing in Orlando. We filled that little room up, and we had a really great time.
But we didn't get to sit with everybody at WrestleMania, so it's going to be
100%.
Cool
and in New Orleans, we had that room, too. And we filled that room up, and we had a great time then, too. Those times were amazing.
Away from the podcast.
I mean, that's an Ira problem, not a me problem. He needs to work on himself if he doesn't like getting ditched.
I feel like it is a you problem.
It might be. Who's gonna get ditched and stop being our fan this year? It could be you. It could be you. That's our contest. Instead of adding people, we eliminate one. So that who's gonna be the one?
It's like Survivor.
It's more like the most dangerous game. So here's the deal. Let's talk quickly about Ring Rust Radio. Before we go through the entirety of the card, how The Rock has ruined the build, how AEW is blowing them out of the water. Basically, WrestleMania build is just AEW Junior. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Hands off. That's me, hands off. Okay? So I want to talk a little bit before we get to the nitty-gritty about our match predictions, our D'Lo Brown head shakes, all that jazz. I want to reiterate one more time some of our plans, because I'm starting to get some question from people who want to be involved with this stuff with us. I have somebody who has called me and messaged me a ton who's saying, what are these shows? I really want to do them. The food stuff we'll talk more about a little bit later. I got recommendations from people actually in Philadelphia. Last time I gave recommendations, yes, I addressed most of them were in the suburbs where I live. Yes, I'm sorry to the people inside Philadelphia trapped in a heroin mad town. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. Enjoy your fentanyl. I don't know, okay? And your stabbings. So
They should hire you for tourism.
visit Philadelphia.
City of Philadelphia.
Maybe you won't get raped. Like it's like 2 thumbs up, and they're just like, fuck, it's terrible. We can't use that. But yes, so I have people who are not particularly huge WWE fans who are messaging me now who have sold a lot of these, and I will say this, these shows that were not sold out before are fucking selling out now that people are like, yeah, I'm definitely going, so let me buy all these other shows. The Stardom show that me and Jimmy are going to on Thursday night at the ECW Arena is now completely sold out. So we are very lucky to be going to that. The card looks stacked as shit. I'm learning about all kinds of people. Have you ever heard of this lady, Megan Bain? Megasis, Mike?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Lord.
she's basically like signed to AEW but
She's
she's
work-
wrestling in Japan.
She's
right now.
wrestling in Stardom, and she is one of the top dogs right now in terms of working the card. I get Momo Watanabe. I get all kinds of fucking talent. I found a couple of really awesome. I'm not Donald Ghost. I'm not sitting there just respecting the shit out of all these women. I actually found a couple of really awesome, talented fucking women I'm very excited to see. I've been doing a lot of research to make sure I don't go there and look like just one of these anime creeps who stinks real bad. I'm trying to be like a wrestling fan there. So I'm going to be doing that's.
What's the difference?
No, because weirdly enough, I think anime is stupid. It's not my bag at all. Like the closest thing to anime I ever liked was SpongeBob. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't know. It's not my bag. But Jimmy from Lorraine did hit me up with a link it was from Reddit, so a very reliable source, that rated independent wrestling shows as one of the stinkiest places on earth. So very reliable Gallup poll there.
That's just logic.
Right? But it's but I literally was like me and Jimmy are planning our colognes and shit instead of like we're just like how are we not going to stink? And so yeah, that's great. But that's Thursday night. If you could somehow find a secondary market that supports Stardom, I'm not sure how that works. But that'd be really fun. So that's Thursday night, and then Friday morning, we're going to try to go out for breakfast. I think Leon is coming down on Thursday, so I think we're going to try to go out for breakfast. Then I got to pick up BJ. What time are you coming in, BJ? Like around noon, right?
Around 11:45 noon.
Okay, 11:45 noon. That's great. Very precise. I figure I'll pick BJ up, or I'm sorry, BK up. We'll pick BK up, and we'll head out. We'll grab some food. By the time we get back, I'm hoping Mike's here. You're going to be here around between 1 and 2, right, Mike?
Yep. Should be between 1 and 2.
Awesome. And you know what? I already cleared the driveway out today, cleaned up real good. Going to park that Passat in there.
I'm going to park it right where your fucking car was for 5 years.
I mean, honestly, go ahead. Because there's now $3,750 there. And that's
Johnny.
just fine. Good?
Johnny, are you familiar with Angelo's Pizzeria in Philadelphia?
No, I'm not. But
it sounds like a pizzeria in every city of...
Yeah, seriously.
There's several in Manhattan, but their host, Big E, is hosting Omos vs. Otis in a Philly cheesesteak and pizza eating contest today.
Okay. Today?
Yeah, it's being live streamed today.
Oh, that's incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah. I've never heard of it, but it might be on Jimmy's list, which we'll discuss during email. So if you want to stick around for Philadelphia food, you have to listen to email section this week. That's how you tease it. And then Friday, you guys are both here. We're going to play Guess Who, WWE style, with my kids.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to meet up with some people who are supposed to come over, and then they're going to Philadelphia for SmackDown and stuff like that. So I feel like my house, if you're listening to this and you're going to WrestleMania and you care about this kind of stuff, you either have my phone number or you have ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Please reach out, get my phone number so we can text in that moment. That would be the best way for you to communicate with us. Hey, where are you guys going to be? Hey, where are you guys going to be at? Because we're going to be fluid. We're going to be just go, like I told BJ, I said, be like a lazy river. Hold on, give thumbs up, have a great fucking time, but just take it as it comes and do the fun things that are presented to you. So we're definitely going to be having people come to my house before we'll meet up here. You guys can leave cars here. I got plenty of parking on the street and shit like that, so you can park right here. And then we can all head down to town. ECW show, we said around 6, but we're not sure about the time. But as soon as that show's over, we're going to
that show start? 8?
I thought it was like 7:30, but I might be talking about the gate opening. BJ, double check that for me. But regardless of when it's over, probably between 11 and midnight, we're going to run right down. It's literally a 2-block walk to the corner, and it's South Bowl in Philadelphia. South Bowl, B-O-W-L, as in like a bowling alley. They have an arcade in there, a big bar. That's open till 1 a.m. We're going to pop in there. That way we have a good time with a couple of people who either are leaving the Wells Fargo, because it's a short walk, a short drive. It's a long walk, short drive from the Wells Fargo Center and the Xfinity Lodge. Just being honest, I don't want to be like, yeah, it's just a fucking short walk. They're like, it was a 25-minute walk.
Our show starts at 8 p.m.
Okay,
There's
so
another show before that, I guess, from until 7.
No. WrestleCon is right before it. The whole building is going to be filled for the wrestling convention. That's where it's at.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's what I thought was I was looking at WrestleCon. Who's going to have an easy payday and just jump over and do the fucking...
Probably quite a few people.
That's what I was saying. I said be ready for run-ins because everybody's looking for an extra $50.
It looks like their shows are about 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about getting out of there by like but let me tell you something about ECW. It's gonna run long. So, it's ECW Arena. It's in the blood, dude. So we're gonna be at South Bowl till 1. ECW show before then. So reach out to us, connect with us then. Saturday we're going out to breakfast. That's gonna be Ming's breakfast sandwiches, you guys. So you can get excited about that, or whatever really you wanted. But breakfast sandwiches are probably best if we're on the road. I gotta drop my children off at the grandparents' house, and then we are going to be back by my house by around 10 o'clock, because by 10:30, everybody's meeting here. I know you guys have a bunch of NXT people you're gonna be meeting up with. I have Jim Del Chapo and Joe Archie coming here because we are running right over the bridge to Kaiju Big Battle. I believe there are tickets left for Kaiju Big Battle. So if you're like, I don't know what to do Saturday during the day, come with us, catch a ride with us or whatever. Meet us down there, whatever you want to do, because it's in Paulsboro, New Jersey, right across the bridge and right down the highway a little bit. And that's Kaiju Big Battle. Around the same time that your show starts at noon too, right?
I think at 11:30, right?
I think there's something at 11. I think there's like a kickoff or something at 11:30.
Okay, so you guys are going to be like dipping at 10:30. So we'll try to be back by.
We kind of have to leave maybe like 10:15ish.
Okay, well then we got to make sure we are back at my house by 10 o'clock. So that morning,
everybody get there at 10.
That morning's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, just get here, wait here. We'll be right back. We're just getting breakfast sandwiches and losing kids. So then you guys are going to NXT. There's that show. As soon as NXT's done, Mike Chiari and Brandon Galvin are going to stay in the sports complex. They're there anyway, and they're going to run over to Xfinity Live, which is literally, you can see it from every parking lot. It's the center point of the sports complex.
Bar.
It's a ginormous bar, huge screens, outdoor, like, concert area. It's fucking incredible. Great food. It's just going to be busy. I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be a little bit busy.
I'm going to hate this place.
You could be outside, too, dude.
Honestly, it's not my kind of place. But it's the best place we can go.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to leave the area.
It's like
it sounds like it's like Times Square, but inside.
Well, there's a lot of outside of it, too. There's a whole concert venue on the side of it, too. Like, have bands and shit like that. And the weather's supposed to be really nice, so let's fingers crossed on that.
Yeah.
And then, so they're going to be there. I'm going to come home, take my mushroom shit after the,
You're going to take a mushroom shit?
Take my mushrooms. Listen, dude, when you're eating mushrooms, you get food poisoning. That's what gives you the hallucinations. So you're coming home. I got to take that mushroom shit. Then I'm heading down to the stadium. On my way down to the stadium,
you wipe your ass. I'm
going to try to bring food and shit like that so we can all meet up before we actually go into the building with some food. Let's get some beer in our bellies. So Mike, if you're not wanting to spend $13 for a fucking beer, everybody can pop over back to the truck. I'm going to bring the coolers and shit like that for that night as well.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be like a quick tailgate. I'll get there as soon as I can. Probably maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock.
That's fine.
So we have like an hour to chill.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to try to do. That way we have some food and beer in our bellies. And then we go into WrestleMania for night one. We have VIP parking because we're in the suite. There is a VIP entrance. I was given the link today of what it looks like. The VIP parking lot, we're allowed to tailgate inside the VIP parking lot, number one.
That's awesome.
It is literally right next to the building, so we can get out. We're never getting out, by the way. We're waiting till the end, so we're not hanging out after either night. We're hanging out inside the suite till they kick us out, inside the parking lot till they kick us out, then we're going back to my house.
Does that mean the VIP parking, if someone is not in our suite, that they can't join us for tailgating?
No, they can.
Take us?
You can get in there. The only people allowed.
Walk over
you
at
can.
first.
Yes. There's a fence that goes around it, but you're allowed to tailgate in there. Per Leon, who said he asked.
Cool.
Which is clutch, because then you have because you're in the shadow of the fucking stadium where we're at. It's lot L, it's right on the side. So if you're ever looking for where we're at, look for lot L. You'll find us close to that.
Because there's going to be people joining us for tailgating that aren't in the suite.
Yes,
That's all right.
look, I assume everybody.
When I tailgate at Bills games, the big thing is you have your own tailgate, but then you got buddies that are at the game. Oh, they're down the road. All right, walk over.
Oh, also, Mike.
There.
Yep, just
Mike,
wasn't sure about the VIP aspect.
Mike, when you walk into the stadium, let's say you didn't wait for the very last second and you're running in at that point, how many fucking tailgates have you stop at on average on the way to inside? You know what I mean?
Dude, you're talking to so many people just on the way. It's
literally, how many times do you yell "Go Bills" and you fucking grab a beer and the guy's like, yeah, and you're like, dude, you know what, dude? I'll give you $5 for a sausage. And he's like, sure,
no, I don't do
great.
that because I usually have my own beer and shit. But...
Well, no. You never bought food, walking in the stadium? I definitely. If a dude has a big tray of sausage
from
and shit.
Tailgate?
Yeah.
No.
I throw him $5 all the time. I'm like, can I get a hot dog? And he's like, sure. I said, here's $5. Appreciate
We usually
it.
offer people food if they
it's an overpriced hot dog then.
Listen, man. Listen, dude. If you want pretzels at my fucking truck for the tailgate, open your wallet.
$5.
Oh shit! And I will. I'm bringing a shit ton of soft pretzels. I'm probably gonna bring 100+ pretzels each night. Each
night.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something. It's a couple pretzels in your belly makes the beer go a long way. You should remember that. And so that's WrestleMania Night 1. Then we go in through the VIP. The section that we're in, guys, has a private concourse. Okay, you follow me here? A private concourse.
Awesome.
That means all the suite people can come out, go to their own beer place, go to their own food place. You can sit out there. You can watch the game, or the matches from up there. And then you can go back into your individual suites as well, where we have our own shitter.
Sick.
Yeah, there's a couch in there. I saw there's tables. We got a fucking killer fucking layout.
I'm gonna be fucking walking around like I own that place.
Dude. I swear to God, I already can feel it now. I remember
your WWE slippers.
I remember me and my dad got Santa sacks, which is the Flyers tickets, and they gave us literally our backs were against the wall in the top level, Mike. We had the nosebleedest of the nosebleeds, right? I go to the fucking the Wells Fargo Flyers shop. And my dad's friend's in there, and he's like, dude, we got a bunch of suite tickets. Bam, bam, here's 2 for you guys. Come up to the suite. I'm in camouflage pants, a shitty, dirty work shirt because I came from work. My dad's fucking electrician. He's fucking all burnt up, come from work. We go up this private escalator to this level, and the first thing we do is get a massage, man. I was like, we ain't born to be here. Well, guess what? We're born to be there this week, motherfuckers.
Wait. Did your dad electrocute himself? These little
yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke. I didn't know. Yeah, it's just every day. He just did it on purpose, where his hair stood up like that, like he's in Home Alone.
Like Home Alone.
Like Home Alone, yeah.
It's Marv.
He's Marv every day, and I think he just does it to fuck with my mom, or fuck with himself. I'm not sure.
There you go.
But that's and then after the event is over, this just blows off the fact that we're also seeing WrestleMania on top of that. The Rock's there, yada yada. Stone Cold maybe, I don't know. So. Then we're going to linger in the box until they kick us out. Then we're going to linger in the parking lot until they kick us out. That'll probably take us 12:30. Honestly, maybe 1 at the very, 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 very latest.
I think 1 o'clock.
But it doesn't matter because I'm right off at 95. We're right back to my house. The next day...
Is there Shoney's there off 95?
I don't know. We can try to find it, though. I think it's on the left side. The next day, we're going to sleep in a little bit because I know it's going to be Saturday's going to be a long day, and our bodies are... closer to 40 than they are 30 now, which is wild. Last time we went, you were in your 20s the last time we went to WrestleMania.
I'm barely closer to 30 than I am 40.
You can say barely all you want, but you're still closer to 40. You jumped over that fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a bunch of food. We're going to go, people are going to probably want to go out Sunday morning and eat breakfast. So we might go out for breakfast Sunday. I'm not sure how the Sunday morning is we're leaving that kind of fluid. But around noon, we're going to start picking up food, go out there, gather. So we're going to gather supplies, hunter-gatherer style. And we are going to get them all ready, and then we're going to drive down. I mean, I don't really have a berry shop for you. It's going to be white trash picking berries. It's like, I want the blueberry water ice, huh? But yes, then we're going to go to the tailgate. That's around 2 o'clock. I have to make sure that the gates will be open. I don't foresee an issue because usually at 8 o'clock starts for the NFL. You usually open the gates by 1 o'clock. So I would hope that they would be open. Yeah, I just want to double check because I'd hate to get down there and be like, fuck, and then we're just literally drinking in the road. But we're just going to sit there all day. I'm bringing...
Usually not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. I'm gonna be bringing my truck. I'm gonna be bringing seats. I'm gonna be bringing coolers, food. I'm bringing all kinds of shit that we can bring and have fun with.
Yeah, you want to sit down? $5.
Well, listen, that's not a bad idea. You get 20 minutes. I'll sit there with a stopwatch, be like, get the fuck up.
You also massage their shoulders.
That's 15, dude. And also I'm gonna videotape it for another 5 if you could save that money. OnlyFans, baby. And then WrestleMania night 2. Dante said he's going to be hanging out with us a bunch that night because he decided instead of getting a hotel for Sunday night and then having to leave on a red eye, I think his flight's at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. the following morning, Dante is just going to fucking party with us all night.
Just gonna patrol the streets?
No, he's gonna come with us. He's gonna hang out until the suite's over, hang out in the parking lot till we go home, and then come back to my house and just hang here until he's gotta eventually go. So like I said, it's probably like a 2-hour wait of just hanging out, but rather do it here than fucking at some hotel that you just paid $250 for. So, yeah, please reach out to us if you want, and that's pretty much it. Then Monday morning we wake up, Mike Chiari hops in the Passat, he's back to Buffalo.
HRE.
Excuse you. And BK, he heads right back onto the train. What time do you leave?
You have to drop me off like 7:30.
Oh, that's.
You better get up.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not worried about it. I'm more worried about waking up Sunday than I am Monday. Because Saturday is going to be the one that's a rough one.
We're good.
Sunday, I gotta take it a little bit easy because I don't want to be all fucked up driving home on Monday.
Yeah, well.
But the first 2 days, I will not be taking it easy.
There you go.
First days, I will have the bucket ready. I might throw up, but it's like, he's fine. He's going to be fine. There's a slop sink in the basement. But yeah, so, I mean.
Pack some toilet paper in that truck.
Yeah, well, I'll have paper towels, so she's just going to use that. And then I think that's it. Was there, and then Andrew Skeens is staying Monday, and then he flies out Monday afternoon. I'm not sure exactly what time or what he's staying for, but he wants to go like ghost hunting or something. So I may pick my kids up and then we may take them down to Fort Mifflin, which is like this haunted fort, but it's also a place right under the airport where the planes land. So honestly, if somebody's around and wants to hang out, what?
Just real life phasmophobia?
Yeah, yes, exactly right. Yep. This is what he's obsessed with. I saved his life. He's welcome.
That's awesome.
But it's what I do. I love doing it. And yes, we'll talk more about food in the email section, but that is everything I have in terms of our itinerary. We're going to try to fit as much as we can in, but mostly I want to say this now. If you are listening to these words, they've come across your microphone. If you survived the early C word and you've stuck through, right? And you're going to be in Philadelphia, please come see us. I know you're going to be busy. We're all going to be busy. But please come see us at some point or another. I really want to shake hands. I really want to give bro hugs. I really want to thank everybody for everything they've done over the years because that's who's made this possible. This is now 13 years of us doing this, right? It's been a long fucking road. I don't know when the next time we'll ever have a WrestleMania together will be. We said this in New Orleans, but we weren't lying. It was many years. So please reach out. Please ring WrestleRadio@yahoo.com. Please text me if you have my number. If you don't, ask me for my number. I will give it to you as long as you're not a fucking creep. He knows who he is. And then we will go from there. So, I'm
who knows who they are?
They know. But
I guess that was 6 years ago that we were together.
Yeah. It's nuts, dude. It is fucking nuts. And, well, how long ago was Orlando?
7.
Oh, I thought there was a space betwing there. I thought there was a.
No, they were one year after another.
That was a nice back-to-back year. They were like, we're never going again. We're never going again. And then they comes to Philadelphia and we're like, well, maybe, just maybe. We're cheap as shit. So yeah. So if there's any way you want to be part of this, please be part of it. Otherwise, we're just gonna get drunk by ourselves, and that's sad.
No, we're not. We have a lot of people coming.
I know, but relatively. I'm just saying it could be more. It could always be more.
We have a ton of people.
I know, but I'm just saying. Shh. Don't tell them that. Come on. Come get drunk with us. I need to make $5 a beer.
What kind of beer are you going to get?
Bud Light case for Mike, Miller Light case for everybody else, and Miller High Life bottles for myself.
If you want to just get Miller Light, that's fine.
No, you said, I asked you what your genuine feeling was. You said, give me Bud Light, and I'm getting Bud Light. Right. I don't care. I don't care what they put on the bottle. The fucking shit always sucked to me. And
Sorry?
BJ wants Gatorade Zero, blue or red.
Oh
so,
yeah, yep.
I got
pretty
that.
nice, though.
Vodka in that,
I mean, you're not gonna bring some of that in a cooler?
Well, I figured it'd just be like water and fucking beer.
It's gonna be water and beer. You're right about that. Give me water and beer. Yeah. So yeah, is there anything else that we have to add? Is there anything else that you guys request or like demand? Oh, I'm gonna be doing. That's the other thing. Hold on, real quick, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing a raffle. We're
Okay.
always talking about money, how poor we are and shit like that. But I'm also thinking about we're going to give some of these shirts away. But I have a bunch of stuff in here that I'm talking about raffling off. Hey, how would you like to own one day a Brutus the Beefcake Big Rubber LJN guy? I got that.
Brutus the Beefcake?
Brutus the Beefcake. I have a small, tiny, it looks like a dollar store Nano Metallics Undertaker. You want that? Okay.
Have it.
I have Talk Steen Talk, which is a Kevin Steen interview. I have WWE Warzone for PlayStation. And I got the WWF The Music CD. I got unopened cards. I have T-shirts, signed posters. I have so many things in this bag that I'm going to be taking with us.
Posters you got.
Well, there might not be many left by the time we get to the actual thing, because I think these guys are going to take a few.
I got a couple of things I'll bring with me.
There you go. But regardless, we're gonna be giving shit away too, because I want to make people wear dumb ring roast gear into fucking public and be embarrassed. But yeah. So anything else that we have to talk about regarding this?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
At one point, we were gonna go go-karting, and I got really excited about that.
I mean,
don't think it's gonna happen.
yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, listen, I have to be very honest with you.
At one point, we were going to go to the barcade, and I was very excited about that.
It could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the barcade. Listen, here's the thing.
But the South Bowl is fun.
Yeah, South Bowl
It's not
has
the same
stuff.
as a barcade. Though.
It's not
I
the
don't think
same.
it has fucking X-Men arcade game in it.
Well, I'm
It
not
might.
going to say that. I'm not going to say that because I really don't know. Somebody's stealing my trash right now. I'm looking out the window. Somebody's stealing my trash. No, it's a human being with a vest on. He's taking my brake calipers.
Get the shotty.
Oh, good.
I honestly enjoy, bud. Okay. So is there anything else you guys would like to add? No.
I'm excited.
I could not be again. Remember when I said earlier to start the show that I'm excited for the show, but not the actual show. This is what I was talking about.
It's still not making sense.
Oh, okay, don't be an asshole. Okay, so yes, so
Dude, 2 weeks ago, wasn't that excited for WrestleMania, the show. Now, very excited for the show.
yeah, I mean I'm excited for the weekend because listen, Mike, you know when you have a child in the home. And they are, what was the word I'm looking for? Albatross around your neck. And
sometimes that could be true.
Yes. It's just, you have to dedicate your entire life to these little children. And for this 1 week, I'm dropping my kids off. They're spending Saturday night at my mom's and Sunday night at my in-laws. And that combined gives us 48 to like 60 hours of not having them around, right? And for my wife, and then also
downright giddy.
I will say this. Also, I'm going away for a lot of this time, so I know my wife is downright giddy because she is like, holy shit, you're not here either. She's gonna have a great. She's gonna be getting dick down left and right. It's gonna be wild, and good for her. Good for her. That's what I say. Good for her.
At least she finally gets something.
Yeah,
someone,
well, I mean,
you know?
she probably gets it plenty. If we're very honest. I mean,
That was wild.
just can't be. I ain't here to satisfy. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, I'm like free. Somebody called it a 21-year-old weekend. Once you get close to 40, you don't have many 21-year-old weekends anymore. This is our chance to have a 21-year-old weekend. And we're doing it a smart way. Like Mike said, he's cognizant that on Sunday he has to drink less. Because he's gonna have to get up and
I'm gonna
drive.
set a high bar on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah,
though,
yes. So you're calling your shots. You're kind of picking your spots, and for that,
That's what we do when we're in our 30s.
yes. And when you get to the 40s, it gets worse and worse and worse. It never gets better. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very excited. So if you want to be part of that, again, email ringroastradio@yahoo.com. Ask us questions. Give us what you have, and ask for my phone number so you can get there. We'll give you the lot number. Again, we're going to be partying on Sunday in Lot L. It will be Lot L, the VIP Lot L, right outside the building. So please double check with me if you have any questions on exactly where that is. But they have maps everywhere. You can look it up real easy. And yeah, I'm so excited. Honestly, that went longer than I had hoped it would, but but let me tell you something. I don't really care. I love this kind of shit. I love getting together. It feels like we're throwing Mike, when you do a really good Eagles party, or like, okay, a Bills party, right?
Eagles party.
Okay, for me. But like when you throw a tailgate or you're throwing a party for a game, like the whole week you're like, oh, I gotta get this, I'm getting this, I'm excited for this.
Exciting.
This is like 3 straight games. You know what I mean? Like
True.
Friday is going to be game 1, Saturday's game 2, and kind of game 3. It's like a double header. And then it's fucking Sunday is your fucking main event, which we've already gone through fucking 4 main events by then. So I am very excited. We're leaving it all on the dance floor. You know what I mean? We're just giving it all our all. And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of everybody who's coming along. So please be part of it again. Almost gave out my phone number on the air right there, which is going to be a bad idea. I'm not doing that. Gotta vet it because anybody can listen. So yeah, let's.
No one listens though.
Yeah, you know, someone listens. I still see people fucking giving us thumbs. People hate listening to us all the time. It's fucking honestly weird, but it is what it is. But guys, listen. Who's ready? Everybody get close in here. Everybody listen. Get out your D-Lo brown heads. Okay? I need you to loosen up your neck. See if you can get a crack out of it. Oh, got a little one right there. Oh, yeah, got it. Pop your sternum. Pop it back. Chest out. Tits out. You know what I mean? Just like fucking Tony Storm says, just like she says, fucking tits out, watch your shoe. But we are going to talk WrestleMania 40 official picks and predictions. This is up. We're going on the record. We've been talking a lot of jive, a lot of nonsense for weeks, but now we're going on the record.
We
okay?
have?
Yeah. And guys, when you speak today, speak a little slow because I have a article due tomorrow.
What's your article about?
What's the working title? Sorry.
Oh, it's a SEO orgasmic fucking chain, basically getting match card and a couple predictions at the end.
Okay.
So nothing in particular in terms of like Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame or anything like that.
Yeah.
Don't go down that road. But listen, let's start. I see that BJ mixed up night 1 and night 2.
I kind of felt it was better to go by like more importance.
Yeah, that's fucking pretty stupid. I would rather have it night 1, night 2. That way I could see. That way I could see what I'm expecting on night 1 and then night 2. This jarbled bunch of fucking mess does nothing for me. I'm as soft as a fucking pillow right now. I wanted to be rock hard. Rock hard.
Send it real quick.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm already into it now. I don't give a shit. The main event of night 1, we see The Rock and Romeo Reigns. And you're right, this is the most important thing. It has overshadowed Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And no matter how many Stone Colds or John Cena's you fucking shove down my throat, okay? The Rock and Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. If Rhodes and Rollins win, bloodline barred, and Rollins benefits not at all. Right? Does Rollins get anything if they win besides a big win?
His benefit is that it's a better chance of Roman losing the title, which he cares more about than his own title right now, and he's going to end up losing to Drew because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So weird.
He's like, I get to go against The Rock, and if I beat him, that's a victory in its own self. And if Reigns and Rock wins, we're getting a clusterfuck in the main event on night 2. So I've never been more sure of anything in my life more than I'm getting The Rock and Roman Reigns winning here. Who you got? How's it shake out, Mike? Sorry.
Yeah. So I think this match right here is probably one of the best built big matches at a WrestleMania in a very long time. Because a lot of times, over the years we've been doing the show for a long time. We'll watch the bill and it's like fucking tug of war with the title, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. It's like, what are we even doing? It's like they blow their load 2 months before WrestleMania and then we're just like kind of sitting there waiting for this fucking match to happen. Whereas with this particular match, they waited to the perfect time and they hit when they needed to hit. These last 2 weeks have been amazing television related to this match. So I think they've done an amazing job with this build. So looking forward to this. Like, The Rock technically hasn't had a match in 8 years, but him beating Eric Rowan in fucking 3 seconds is not really a match in my eyes. So really, we're going to get to see the first Rock match since WrestleMania 29. So 11 years since he's had a real match. Mm-hmm. I was there for that match. I'll get to be there for this match, and I think it's going to be fucking awesome. I agree with Donnie though. Yes, I am a Mark, and yes, The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to win this match because to me, it makes no sense the other way around. I think you have Rock and Roman win because you want to have the odds stacked against Cody as much as you possibly can. And if you have Bloodline rules, That means anything can happen in that main event on night 2.
BJ?
Incredible build. The past 2 weeks have been awesome. These have been 2 of the best Raws since we've been doing the show. I said last week it was the best Raw. This one last night was awesome too. The Rock has come back, turned heel in a pivot, and has been unbelievable ever since.
Yeah, that pivot, by the way, confirmed by Triple H.
It was not confirmed.
It literally,
He's just like, yeah, we listen to the fans or whatever.
No, he didn't.
Like,
he literally went into say, we fucking, back in the day, we would be rigid and we would be firm in what we were doing, but instead I'm in charge with a group of people and we kind of change things when it's necessary. I have a great group around me.
About that he changed this match.
And he fucking said everything but saying he pivoted. He said, dude, let me tell you something. You're smart enough to know.
Tell me what the plan was for Cody if he wasn't facing
probably
Roman,
a multi-man match against Rollins, like we said.
Nope. And then once you could tell me why The Rock was talking about how he wants a long game and a long-term story here, and how him facing Roman would have led to that at all, then I could start listening. But you haven't come up with good answers for either of those.
Let me tell you what, dude. I see with my eyes, and I see that you're blind. That's what I see, brother.
That doesn't make
Open your third eye, and I'm not talking your butthole, but open that too soon.
Nice.
Into the top of your toilet tank.
Honestly, I put a note in the top. It's a floating piece of paper, and it says, "Don't poop on me." I cleaned the toilet today, and I was like, "Fuck that! He's not gonna do that."
There you go.
That's gonna stop him.
So yeah, the build has been awesome. Paul Heyman for Roman Reigns saying on SmackDown that they ordered The Rock to go do a hit on Cody, and everything that happened last night on Raw was so well done. Loved the opening. The main event was great. I am sticking with what I said last week. Cody pins The Rock in the main event of night 1, and then The Rock beats him down to end the show.
Oh, that's terrible.
To me, you're trying to give a little even playing field for Cody by having him win. He gets a little one-up on The Rock, because he's been getting his ass fucking beat nonstop by The Rock. So I think The Rock puts him over because Roman Reigns is going to win on Sunday.
Yeah, you've definitely rode this train, and I can't wait to see you be disappointed by it. That's honestly my favorite part.
Yeah, well, we said that last year also.
Yeah, you're right, we did.
I think it's a little bit different this year. Because I don't know where you go with... Yeah, there's nowhere to go with Cody here if he loses.
I mean, you could have The Rock. The Rock beats Roman.
Okay, but he's just not going to win the title then ever.
He also has Seth Rollins, who turns heel.
Listen, if you don't do it with Cody here, he's fried. He's cooked, as the kids said. You know what I mean? I do believe that, because you missed it last year. I think that this moment is not going to be as important.
They did last year, it did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you do that twice.
I don't think you should have done it once, but you definitely can't do it twice. I'll say that. You may have gotten away with it once, but you're not going to get away with it twice.
Well, I think they were right to do it once.
I don't agree.
Here we are.
Where we are.
Yeah, I mean, you could have had Cody versus The Rock, and I mean, I would have preferred that.
No.
I mean, that's your opinion. You could have had The Rock versus Roman Reigns for the battle for the head of the table, and you could have fucking had Cody fight somebody else. Cody could have fought CM Punk.
We're going to get The Rock and Roman at a later date.
All right. But yeah, so BJ, you're very incorrect. But let's get into the main event since we're talking about Cody Rhodes, and we're talking. Okay, no. Yeah, okay, fine, that's fine.
Are we going with just go down night 1 and then night 2, or what do you want to do?
I don't know. He fucked up so
because
bad.
I have the card
he fucked up
if you want to just go by night 1 then night 2.
I didn't fuck up because you're talking about this fucking main event here in night 1. It goes right into what the main event is for night 2. And then Seth Rollins and Drew ties into all that. So that's why I did this.
And then obviously Io and Bayley ties right into that, right?
I mean, that's just the rest of the fucking
you're
show.
an asshole. You're an asshole. Okay? Mikey, or you pick. I don't care.
We'll just go with what the schedule says.
Okay, great. Okay, then Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. This is the evolution of what we get on that first night. And my first question, I'm gonna buck the who you got and how's it shake out for a second, because I'm gonna toss it to you, Mike, and I'm just say quick yes or no. Quick yes or no with your, give me a little thought. Give me a little thought.
Wait,
I'll do a little thought. Give me a little thought about Stone Cold and John Cena.
Yes, I think they'll be involved in this, and I think they're going to help Cody Rhodes.
Okay, and you think Cody Rhodes wins, and who you got, how's the shakeout situation?
I do. We talked about it a little bit, but I didn't think Cody was going to lose last year, but he did.
He sure did.
Great moment.
And I wasn't mad about it, though, because I realized, what that could lead to, and WWE played it very well over the course of the next year. And Cody is as hot as he's ever been, and now he's got another crack at it. But I don't think you can do it a second time, because then people are like, all right, that's the same old shit over and over and over again at this point, and they're not going to be as invested as they were. You screw them over one time, people can get more behind them. You screw them over twice, I think they're kind of done with it. So I think if you want Cody to be your guy alongside Roman, an equal, then you have to have him win here. So I don't think that they do it 2 years in a row. I think he wins.
BJ?
About Stone Cold John Cena?
About the whole kit and
About
caboodle?
the whole thing? Okay. Yeah, I think there's going to be a ton of shenanigans. Here's the thing with the stipulation is just that the bloodline is barred from ringside. So I said last week, you got Drew McIntyre discussing with Paul Heyman. I could see Solo screwing over Seth Rollins and helping Drew McIntyre win the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew kind of comes
Yeah, but
out.
you had Cody and Seth winning, so there's no interference
Correct.
really in fucking
No,
night
that's
2.
not what that is. It's that the bloodline is barred from ringside. It's not that anyone can. People can still interfere. I'm sure The Rock will still interfere. He's on the fucking board. He doesn't give a fuck about rules. That's what all the rules
But I mean,
are, right?
then what does night 1 even do?
It doesn't do anything. It's a fucking tag team match.
That's why The Rock and Roman are going to win night 1.
Yes, I know, and
You can
he's
still do
very
everything
wrong.
you want. You just
You
have,
can't.
All
You
it is
look
is
like
you
a
can't
fool.
have essentially Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and essentially The Rock are not supposed to be at ringside for
And
the
Paul
main event.
Heyman.
Okay.
It's a big deal. That's a big fucking deal. So like
And
that's what
anyway,
that's what night 2 looks like
they
to
don't
you,
care. That's
but it's not what it's
heels
gonna
do.
look
They
like.
make the fucking rules. They don't give a fuck. That's being a heel.
Listen. I get it. I mean, listen. I love a good foot on the
And
rope, buddy. I just think this is different.
And ultimately, Seth Rollins, who's not part of the bloodline, comes out and you think he's there to help Cody because Drew McIntyre screwed him, but no, Seth screws Cody.
This is shoot stupid.
I also think, like,
Yeah, and why they have Solo and Seth had a match in the main event of Raw for like no reason, considering Seth is just coming back from injury. I think that's setting up for Solo to screw him over before the match, and then Seth comes out and you think he's going to help Cody and doesn't.
There's no
Because Cody-
interference, by the way. I believe there will be no interference in Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Drew wins clean.
I think it's definitely.
Why are you so quiet? Why are you trying to be quiet? Well, this is a time for yelling.
No, I'm not. I'm just still getting over being sick. But I think that it's like unquestionably going to be bloodline rules on night 2 because this opens up avenues for everything. Everybody can.
It's a clusterfuck.
It differentiates it from last year's main event, which was a regular match. Now you have bloodline rules. They gave us a taste of bloodline rules on Raw for a reason, because then you know what to expect. That's what you're going to get. I think it's just like not even a question to me, at least.
You're on the wrong side of history, BJ. PK. Yeah, that's what I thought. So what? Like I said.
I do think John Cena and Stone Cold and potentially Undertaker, though, have a separate segment. But I'm not saying that they can't get involved in the main event, but I think they have a special segment otherwise celebrating legends.
They're just going to be like, we're in the Silver Dome, brother.
No, I disagree with that, too.
Oh, that way it's like, we've already seen Stone Cold and John Cena. They may not come out.
And that would totally ruin. What? Hold on a minute. You wouldn't save the surprise for the main event?
They do something. They could do something night 1 and still show up night 2, because if you remember WrestleMania 38, Stone Cold had the main event match night 1 and he still came out night 2 and stunnered Vince. So
yeah, he knew.
Right.
No, I think it would be better just save them. And just like you're sitting there and the whole bloodline's beating down Cody Rhodes, and all of a sudden, hold on a minute. Hold on. The whole bloodline, here's what I think happens. Again, The Rock and Roman Reigns win on night 1, so you have bloodline rules. So when Roman Reigns comes out this grandiose, this entrance on night fucking 2, he's also got 20 fucking dudes behind him. You know what I mean? He's got this
I might be
group.
able to piss twice during his entrance.
I know, seriously, you might, seriously. Well, the best part is we have a bathroom in the suite, so whatever, dude. It's only 2 minutes anyway. It's a long stage, I assume, so you can piss 3 times. The idea would be the fucking Rock and Roman. They win that first night. They come into night 2. Roman's got this entourage. He's got this aura. Cody's standing by himself in the ring as this whole fucking wash comes towards him, and he's like, "Fuck." He knows he's in for it. And then we haven't seen John Cena. We haven't seen Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then when those music fucking drop right in the middle of that match when Cody's getting beat down. It looks like he's at his most dire moment. And we know Stone Cold's music hits. And we know we're going to get The Rock facing off with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, I think that don't you always say save that moment. That's that moment you create, because I think listen, as much as this is about Roman and Cody. Let me just get this other way.
It's
Cody wins.
It's about Cody and The Rock.
But no. Truthfully, Cody wins this. He wins the championship. I think the moment that I'd most like to see, and I think the biggest possible moment created out of this, and the biggest tease in a way possibly, is that you have Stone Cold Steve Austin face to face with The Rock again in Philadelphia. Like, I think that's the moment. You have them face to face.
I definitely think they want to have that.
Yeah, so like,
with it.
I think that's the fucking crown jewel in all of this. And yes, Cody and Roman will be fucking, Cody wins, he wins the championship, he gets the celebration, but we're gonna be talking about fucking The Rock turns around and there's Stone Cold Steve Austin staring him in the face, and for the first time in the fucking ring, what you could argue is the greatest rivalry in fucking wrestling history is fucking standing face to face again.
And then also the beauty of it, since this was the plan all along for months now, you had Cena lose to Solo decisively at Crown Jewel, and now he shows up, and that's how he gets his revenge on Solo, and he also helps Cody in the process.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely convenient to finish telling that poorly told story since they let him. How many wins does he have since he beat Cena?
I lost count.
It's like 0-40. I think something like that.
Count. I can't count very high.
But yes, Cody wins a championship, but at Tuesday when we come in here to talk about it, I'm going to be yelling about how I think 41 we're getting Rock versus Stone Cold. So I think
we'll get Rock Roman.
Listen, maybe, but I thought if you tease it, and Stone Cold Stone Cold was good against Owens. And if The Rock,
it's not to say that I would be like, I don't want to see Rock and Stone Cold. I won't watch it. I hate it. But it's like,
not the best use of the guys.
I'd rather see Stone Cold.
I agree.
Anything. Do the bloodline against like Cody.
Let's be honest.
Cena and
like
Stone
I'd rather
Cold.
see Stone Cold against Roman.
Let's do a Killer Survivor Series match with these guys. Let me hear.
That'd be insane.
Like, seriously, right? Like that, and talk about a way to protect the guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've got some thoughts about the main events.
I just want to say something real quick
sure.
about the whole Cody thing, because last year people like Donnie Wood complaining, "Oh my God, he should have just pulled the trigger. He should have beat Roman."
I still think he should have.
Yeah, sure. That's fucking dumb, because this whole entire weekend, fucking the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania, it's all about Cody Rhodes trying to.
No, it's not. It's about The Rock. If we're very honest, no one's really talking about Cody the way they're talking about The Rock.
Rock's trying to stop Cody Rhodes from finishing.
Cody is the guy. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
another thing. It's you guys. Yes, Cody has his little story, but The Rock and Roman Reigns, who fucking run the company, they have their story they're trying to tell. I'm just gonna let Cody come in here and take the love from them. I don't think so.
I think they've pivoted to a good story. I think what we had last year was a bigger moment. I think when Cody wins this time, it will not be as important or as impactful as it would have been last year.
Because The Rock's involved. So
but everyone's talking about The Rock. No one's talking about Roman Reigns and Cody. Everyone's talking about The Rock and The Rock against Cody. Yes, but that's the fucking problem. That makes him beating Roman Reigns. Even Roman Reigns, who should feel like the fucking main event, like he did all the other times, has taken a complete and utter back. I don't care how many times Paul Heyman says we paid The Rock.
That's by design, because it's going to lead to Rock and Roman.
Guess what? You know what it leads to? You know what it leads to? Hold on. You know what it leads to, Mike? It leads to Cody Rhodes' victory meaning less.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Very
I think if you have all these fucking stars involved, The Rock and Stone Cold and John Cena and all this stuff.
Yeah, you're trying to protect the fact that you fucked up.
They did last year.
No, I just disagree.
I really do.
Reigns being champion since August 2020, and this is how he goes out, losing the championship, where he's been a complete afterthought to The Rock and Cody. I don't think he's gonna let that happen.
I mean, he doesn't have a fucking choice. What do you think? He's fucking Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
You think he's Ronda Rousey? Just walks in and said, "My mom would hate that."
I think that's exactly what happened.
My mom would hate that. Can't do that. Okay, let's get into you read that, right? Ronda Rousey. I think it was.
Oh yeah, I did.
Someone said that Ronda Rousey walked in. She was supposed to lose via submission. Yeah, and she said, "Nah, my mom wouldn't talk to me anymore." So
she's saying a lot of lame shit lately.
Who's that? Becky?
Ronda.
Well, I mean, I think these are all old things she said. No, I thought he was ripping on Becky. I think Becky has been great in this media tour.
Oh my God, it's been awesome.
I actually might read the book. I'm just kidding.
I'm a big Becky fan. You always used to tell me I wasn't, but I was just realistic about how her babyface character wasn't working at the time.
No, you're a bandwagon fan, and now that she's doing great. No.
She was better as a heel.
No, you're a bandwagon fan. When she was bad, when you thought she was bad, you were out. And now that she's fucking unquestionably great, you're crying it up a little bit.
I thought she was presented.
I got it. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which is different from the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which is actually two championships, one of which used to be the World Heavyweight Championship.
It is the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, we're getting through this. Seth Rollins is a slodge. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Guys, Drew McIntyre just wins pretty clean, right?
CM Punk on commentary.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I think he gets like involved in a way that it's just like he gets knocked over.
Like the usual commentary.
Yeah, he's got his arm in a sling, so he goes to bash. Maybe if you're dead set on Seth Rollins, because I get the feeling Seth Rollins is going away. Everything Becky Lynch said about like, hey, she was talking about her contract being up in a couple months, and she was saying how she wants some time to just be with the kid and stuff like that. And Seth Rollins, the report on him was that his contract was up after his contract and her contract coincided with each other, is what the report was. So that the idea would be that he would take some time off as well. They'd go be with the kid, hang out with the kid, come back in the fall with like fucking force. So if that's the case, my thought is, Drew McIntyre wins here, but maybe you have Cody Rhodes kind of help him by accident. Like, he goes up on the apron with his fucking big old, like make it a Looney Tunes cast, to where it's like extra big, and he goes to hit Drew.
That thing already.
It's a brace. He can chomp it. He takes the brace, he goes to hit Drew, and he hits Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins takes the pinfall.
Why would Cody do that?
No, I meant Punk.
You
Punk.
said Cody.
Punk.
I'm sorry about that. No, CM Punk on commentary, he gets shoved by Drew, gets up on the apron, and goes to hit Drew, but accidentally clocks Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is out. CM Punk, and now Rollins comes back, he's got a gripe against Punk, and he's got a gripe against Drew McIntyre. You can make it a three-way.
Here's my thought.
Okay.
So, I think Drew wins.
Yes.
I think it's a competitive match for quite a while, but I think in the end he wins pretty decisively. Really, makes it kind of almost uncomfortable to how he beats the shit out of Seth.
That's why I advocated originally for the jobbing.
I don't think they'll do that.
Well, I thought he was more injured. That's when remember when we thought like when he hurt his knee at that show, we're like, fuck, yeah, he's not going to make it to WrestleMania.
That was before they announced the tag team match, yeah.
But if that was the case, I was like, job him out. Just fucking make it uncomfortable.
I agree with that.
I think it'll be a competitive match. Drew ends up winning decisively in the end, though, which will be an awesome moment. He finally gets his moment, win the title in front of the fans. And then what I could see happening is maybe after the match, Bloodline shows up and beats down Seth. And, Cody runs out to make the save, but it's like too late, and Seth's fucked up. Stretcher job, ambulance out of the arena. So Cody's biggest ally is not going to be able to help him in the main event. And that makes like Stone Cold and Cena coming out bigger. And then you can write Seth off for however long of a time. And then when Seth comes back, he immediately goes after Cody. Comes back, heel turn right away on Cody, and he's a challenger for the WWE Universal Championship. And you can have a great feud coming out of that. They have their history. Seth's like, I was there to help you every step of the way. Where the fuck were you when I was getting beat down? It was always about you, never about me.
Yeah,
so I think
that's definitely
story about that.
Yeah, that story is definitely the groundwork has been laid for that. A couple weeks ago, Michael Cole pretty much he was like all but saying
what the fuck was that about?
Yeah,
but I mean I get it.
Never brought it up again.
Well, no, because one day when he references back to it, we're not going to remember all the weeks that it didn't work. We're going to be like, oh shit, I do remember him saying that. You know what I mean? I get it from their perspective. It's an Easter egg.
Did it for a future video package.
That's exactly, honestly. Their video packages are great. They definitely do that.
There was just way too many things that they've done building up to that, where on SmackDown to answer the challenge to Rock and Reigns, it was Cody's music that they come out to go down to the ring. Seth kind of like jumps the gun in accepting the challenge because he's been just an afterthought. Right, he was an afterthought at the fucking press conference in Vegas before the Super Bowl. Cody in his promo 2 weeks ago, he basically says that we only have a champion but he's on Raw saying that, and Seth is a champion and shows up even when he's hurt. There's just too many things. I agree with you guys 100%. I've been saying this for a while that he's gonna, whether it's at WrestleMania or afterwards, he's screwing over Cody Rhodes and turning heel. And it's been long overdue for him to do that.
Okay, I'm just looking at my kids are screaming in the background too. But yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Drew McIntyre dominates, right?
Drew McIntyre definitely wins. They can play up that Seth got beat down or beat up the night before, which is crazy that he's even doing that. And Drew has every right to be pissed. CM Punk on commentary is a big reason that I think this definitely will be a competitive match, Donnie, because you're not going to put him out there just for like a minute, right?
Yeah.
Great opportunity to talk about CM Punk in his interview with Helwani yesterday, which is an amazing interview, but he did say that the doctors are basically keeping him on the sidelines, that he almost like could have done a lot of things at WrestleMania, and they're trying to like.
He feels like he could have, which is probably not realistic, but.
But that interview is unbelievable.
Somebody went through and pointed out all the discrepancies that he said.
No.
It's unbelievable. He is a fucking hypocrite, and CM cunt. That's what he is. He's CM cunt. I'll send you the links. I will. I went through. It's unbelievable how many fucking things. Basically, everything he said about when he was like at AEW, starting out with AEW, he was saying about WWE there. He said the exact same thing here. He's just a whiff waffler. Wherever he's at is where he's fucking happiest, and then he's gonna get miserable here, and he's gonna be in TNA, and he's gonna watch his promo with fucking Scott D'Amore fucking 3 years from now, dude.
D'Amore's not there. He's not there anymore.
Okay, we'll bring him back.
Pretty interesting that AEW wouldn't even pay for surgery or book it or anything.
I mean, I kind of hold on a minute. That was actually disputed by the legal team in AEW as well. So
I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah, look it up, please. Check it out online.
It's online.
What do you want me to do? You want me to go get you a link and send you a link?
So CM Punk just didn't like get the email or something? They went to the spam folder?
Him being a bitch about fucking, they didn't call me, call the office. How many times at your work do you have to call somebody and be like, hey, what's going on with my paycheck, or what's going on with my insurance or whatever? Happens all the fucking time. Go to HR, dude. Fucking idiot. He thinks the world revolves around him. He's always been a piece of shit like this. And
that's what Tony Khan brought him in for.
No, Tony Khan.
I felt so validated watching that because he said so many things that I said on the show. And day one, when they're like, all right, we're going to have Punk, and he's going to be separated from the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. They're going to have their own shows.
Well, that wasn't since day one. That was since that happened after the fight, the first fight.
Right, since day one of that. I said there's no fucking way that's going to work. A real leader would say, hey, you're all getting in this fucking room and you're squashing this right now and you're going to make money off of this. And it never happened and it all blew up.
Well, that was CM Punk. He said he didn't want that to happen. Yes, he did. No, he was
like, well, if he acts nice for 6 months, then maybe we'll talk to him.
No, he was talking about Adam Page. He's like, we were beyond reconciliation at that point.
No, he didn't say that. You got to watch the interview.
I did watch the interview. I fucking did watch it. It was trash. He did.
The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega didn't want to fucking work with him, and they didn't want him there from the start. That's what he fucking said.
That's not what, and they did want him there from the start. They're the ones who helped bring him in. When he first signed, they even said, they're like, we text him all the time. We brought him in. They helped bring him in.
And then Punk was like, it was before he even signed, he disputed shit they were saying about how they talked to him and stuff. If you remember. So, they're always kind of shady about that.
Now, honestly, I think CM Punk's just a piece of shit, and you guys are just turning a blind eye because he's now WWE Mark guy.
No, I mean, he's supporting things that I said. So.
Yeah, no shit. So you're looking for a support system. I got it.
No.
That's why people watch Fox News or CNN, so they have their news and their opinions validated, not getting the actual truth.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that's alright, fine. Okay, Io Sky against Bayley. I think this is pretty much a Bayley victory without question, in my opinion. Mike, we got how's it out?
Yeah, I agree. I could see this one being a match with a lot of interference too. I think you could have damage control involved, and I think you could have Jade and Bianca and Naomi involved to kind of neutralize them also. But ultimately, I think Bayley just wins. Like, Io's amazing, but her title reign's been lackluster just because she hasn't really been given any feuds that you really sink your teeth into, and like she hasn't had that many defenses, and I just don't see a reason to keep it going. Like, Bayley winning, I think, makes far more sense. So I think she wins.
BK?
Bayley wins. This feud has been fine, in my opinion. I agree with Mike. The Io Sky title reign has not been fine at all. The Triple H did a real disservice to her and Damage Control in general, because in NXT, her title reign was awesome. She had amazing matches. She had great feuds, big-time matches as well. They didn't do right by Io Sky, and it's not through her fault. She's amazing, but it's been a long time since she should have lost the championship. So Bayley needs to win.
I mean, I think the booking of this has been largely poor. I think the highlight was the Royal Rumble. In that moment, and then the second highlight was her being like, "I can speak Japanese, you dumb assholes."
Yeah, that was
right?
great.
That was really good though.
And
But
they
that's-
jumped a little too early.
But that was
I
it.
think the problem with
That was
this
it.
is they did
too
what
long.
they have often done with big feuds in the past, like I talked about before. Like whereas the Cody and Rock and Roman stuff is all hitting at the perfect time right before WrestleMania, they went early on this, and then the last couple of weeks have just kind of been they've been more focused on what's
Yes.
going on with Bianca and Naomi and Jade with Damage Control than Bayley with Io.
And let me tell you something. That's
They really dropped the ball with all of them.
well, here's my issue with all of this. We're talking about now two of the first four matches we discussed are being overshadowed now by other multi-person matches on the card. That's my problem with this. I feel like WWE.
I
don't know
really
if
don't
this
think
is
Roman and Cody's
overshadowed.
being
It
overshadowed.
is. I care more
It's a
about the
part of the
6-person
entire
match in this match.
This is being overshadowed. I don't think Roman and Cody's really being
It really
overshadowed.
is, dude.
It's all
And listen,
part of
you're going to overbook it, so you're going to remember
the
it
whole
because
reason you're having the first match is because of the second match.
Yeah, no, but that's not true. You're having the first match,
It
you get
is.
The Rock
Very
on the
late
card
talking about it.
because you lost CM Punk. That's the real reason.
Okay, but if you weren't having Roman versus Cody, then this match wouldn't be happening anyways.
If you want to, my point is, you would have had Roman Cody regardless. That was happening, unless they were going with the original plan, which was Roman
This was
versus
the
The
original
Rock.
plan. It was always the
No, it was not the original plan. Okay. Let's go. So we're all in unanimous Bailey's, and that's another thing. It's such a foregone conclusion. It feels like.
But
And even if
sometimes
it
that's
wasn't
okay.
Bailey, I'd be pissed off. No, you're right. Sometimes you're right, but I'm just saying there's no. I don't have that. I'm more excited when I don't know
It's
who's
to
going to
see-
win than when I know who's going to
Well,
win.
I'm excited to see
Right or
Bayley
wrong.
get like a
Bayley
really
winning.
cool WrestleMania moment because she's
Yeah,
not
for sure.
really
Me
that hot.
too. But I mean, that's nothing they've done. That's her hard work. They haven't added to that the way they should have. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. They have added to that. Becky Lynch punched Dom in the face. She fucking showed up on that MMA Hour show and fucking stood up, and that was a very good segment. I think Rhea Ripley's public tours have been really fun, and I like her conversations, and she's selling it really well. And I think that
And a whole part this week.
this has been a lot.
Yeah, that was good.
Remember how I said I wasn't excited? I went on record. I said I'm not excited for this match because at the time I wasn't. And I will say this:
They
the
didn't give you anything at the time.
last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, they have made me more excited. So for that, I appreciate it.
They've ratcheted this thing up the way they should have with Io and Bayley.
Yeah,
But
yes.
absolutely.
they did it the right way with this one.
They have one shot on Friday to do something with Io and Bayley.
Right.
And I mean, even
that
then,
should be a main focus of the show, I would think.
I agree. So who you got, Donnie?
for me, as always, I think it's going to be Becky Lynch. And the reason I say that is, as well as Rhea Ripley has done, as popular as she is, she's really setting the business back with the stink face.
What?
No, I mean, that's what
called her out
Becky
on
said.
that, too,
That's what Becky.
so.
I'm just joking. I'm all for butts.
I mean, I'm sure that was all part of the plan.
I'm all for butts. And I mean, I love when fucking Rikishi did it. So who the fuck am I?
yeah.
I'm just maybe don't be so outward as a pervert about it. What happened in this country, man? Like, just fucking not ever, just how you doing, ma'am? Just say that one time. And be like, what's up, titties?
Twitter
it's
happened.
just, yeah, but people do it in real life now. Like, people just walk up like, what's up, titties? Like, yo, what?
They do?
Like, what are you doing, dude?
That's been since high school with you, though, right?
No. It was like, hello, ma'am. Like, you look wonderful tonight. Like, whatever happened to, like, just being, what happened to chivalry? Is it dead for real? I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Becky Lynch is the biggest female star in the company. I know that she may be, like, going away. I know the thought is that she might be going away.
She was going
Yeah,
That's why I'm
so-
confused.
Yeah, no. So here's the deal. In that sense, I think in my heart it should be Rhea Ripley who wins, but I just can't. I don't know if she's jiving me with this fucking Becky Lynch bullshit. So Becky Lynch is big time, and I think that it would be a good. This is really tough. Again, I in my heart it should be Rhea Ripley. I just think they like Becky Lynch so much that she wins. I don't have it's not great logic, but it's just the way my fucking heart and my brain are pulling at each other. Because if Becky's leaving, yeah, of course, Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley's been one of the hottest stars in the business, regardless of gender. It doesn't matter. She's been great. She's fucking fantastic. So she could easily retain here, add this as another huge moment for her. She beat Charlotte last year. She beats Becky Lynch this year. She's fucking going into next year as this fucking juggernaut. It's fucking fantastic. I just can't write off Becky because it's still Becky Lynch. And if she's fucking around and saying, I'm going away, but in reality she's sticking around, I could see her winning this fucking championship. So, Mike?
I could see a case either way, and I've been kind of torn on this the entire time since it became clear this is going to happen, but the more I have thought about it over time, I think Rhea is going to retain, and I think she should retain. Becky's great, obviously, but she doesn't gain anything from winning the title here. She's done it a million times already. Rhea, she is becoming a huge star. She's reaching that level of like the 4 horsewomen. And I think she beat Charlotte last year. Add to that. Let her beat Becky this year at WrestleMania. Keep this going. I'm not sure I think maybe Bianca has the record for longest women's title reign. Break that record with Rhea. And like, I'm long-term booking in my head here. Have Rhea hold the title to fucking next year's WrestleMania. Do Rhea versus Bianca. Because then you have the woman who broke Bianca's record, the longest reigning women's champion. And you have Bianca who, assuming that she wins at this year's WrestleMania, which I think she will, she has that streak going, never losing at WrestleMania. Like, that's a huge thing. That's like the two biggest, those two and like Asuka, the two biggest non-4 horsewomen stars WWE's had in the women's division in many years. So I think that it just makes a lot more sense, and you get a lot more out of it if Rhea wins. And then, to your point, Donnie, like if Becky's going to take time off potentially, I mean, I already think that Seth is going to, so you might as well have Becky do it too. So it doesn't really make sense for her to win here.
Real quick, we always do this, but you always look at the card, the heels and faces, to how many wins, and they kind of keep it equal.
Yep.
I mean, this would put, if Rhea defends, this would fix that, the dichotomy between the heels and the faces here.
Well, I also think there's going to be a lot of title changes. So.
I was going to say, so you've got to have some, because I'm thinking right now, I'm going through this right now, and I have almost all the titles changing, so if you had Rhea Ripley defend, this would be the smart defense.
I've been saying since the Rumble that it just doesn't feel like the time is right for Rhea to lose the championship, and I still feel that way. The biggest wrinkle in it was she brought up her daughter. Rhea brought up Becky's daughter, which was kind of typically signals something that is going to happen, like the comeuppance. But
holy shit, you talking about a run from the baby?
Rue's gonna get involved.
She's got Stone Cold's music and shit because they give her whatever she wants, but she runs down the ring and she turns on just like fucking, oh my god, just like fucking Nick Wayne's mom. She turns, dude.
But even so, you.
Hold on, Raven's kid. Remember Raven's kid when he did the Sandman thing?
Well, yeah, he was Sandman's
kid. It's Sandman's kid. Yeah, he did the arm thing. Yes.
That was a good storyline.
Yeah. I could see them trying to save maybe a title change for like Backlash, which is in France. It's going to be a big show for them. Maybe a Becky win there, if anything. But Becky's won
that French star, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but Becky's won the main event of WrestleMania. Like, it doesn't get bigger than that. The first women's main event in WrestleMania history. She won the championship there. It was a huge moment. Like, nothing can take that away from her. I think continuing to build Rhea's stardom is more important right now than Becky's storyline of trying to get back on top, which can really happen at any time. It doesn't have to happen at WrestleMania. So I think I've always said Rhea retains, so I'm going to stick with that.
Rhea retains. So the fucking Elmer
Fudd.
You bumped your head and became Elmer Fudd for 1 second. It was wild to watch. Gunther and Sami Zayn. The training montage of Sami Zayn is fantastic, but I feel like Chad Gable could cost him the win or something. I don't know what's going on here. He's too nice.
This is the most 50-50 I think, on the whole show, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to
listen. I think there's a case either way. Because Gunther, like, if Cody wins, right, and Roman goes away for a while, then Gunther is a great challenger.
Yeah,
but I could see that happening more like when they go to that Germany show in like August. So do you really want to do that now? So I could see Gunther retaining the championship, but also you have this amazing storyline with Sami where if he wins, that's a huge moment, but he also could win Money in the Bank in Toronto. So
well, I guess
I'm so 50-50.
I guess if Gunther loses, like, he doesn't have to be the right away challenger to Cody.
Yeah, he's
going
gonna
to
fight Sami
for a couple
Zayn.
months and then he challenges.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Sami Zayn, and then he's gonna like be screwed out of that or something like that. Honestly, I think you have to give this to Sami. You didn't give him Montreal, so you got to give him this.
I wrote here Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm. I agree that I could see this going either way. Like, it would not shock me at all if Gunther were to win, but they really are. Like, I talked about it last week, that this is 100% like a Rocky storyline. Like, Sami Zayn is Rocky. He's the underdog. He's trying to beat Drago, and Chad Gable's in his corner and helping him along the way. And I just think it would be an awesome moment if Sami won and ended that record title reign. Mm-hmm. So, because WrestleMania is oftentimes about making those moments, I will say that I think Sami is going to win. And then, again, like, Gunther, he can reach that next level then. He's more than ready to be in the main event scene, obviously.
Mike, what would the IC champion... Hold on to your fucking britches for this one, Big Daddy. What would the IC championship have done?
It will have elevated him.
What the fuck kind of... Would you shut your mouth with words like that? How dare you use those words like we know what they are? But it's literally what the IC title was chosen and designed to do. Macho Man Randy Savage literally shoop shoop, shoop shoop. You know what I mean? This is the shoop shoop and this is the shoop shoop. Come on, right?
Sure.
Right. Correct. Okay, Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, New Day, A-Town Down Under, which I fucking hate the name. Get real.
It is a stupid name.
Get real. New Catch Republic.
Hate that name.
I also hate that name, yes, too. Just give what were they before? Mustache Mountain?
No, that was
oh yeah, that was the other dude.
7.
Yeah. Mustache Mountain was better. You know what, Pete? Grow a mustache. Yeah, I hate them. I love mustaches again. But this is a 6-pack ladder match. This is night 1. This is an absolute fucking banger. I'm gonna say this now.
This is apparently for both championships?
Yeah, I mean, the one team's carrying around both titles, yes.
No, like, they're splitting it.
So one can win one and one can... It says undisputed.
So, like, 2 different teams can grab the different sets of titles?
That's what I saw on Twitter, so let me go to the wiki.
Okay, so you saw it on Twitter, and then you were like, let me say it on this show without, like, double-checking it. Dave? So, Dave, real quick. So you just saw this random thing, single source...
I didn't hear Cole say that, but to be honest, like, I'm not paying 100%
So
attention.
Wiki says the match will end after both titles under the Undisputed Championship banner, the Raw and SmackDown titles, have been retrieved, making it possible for the titles to split between 2 teams.
Oh.
So if you get at the top of the ladder, why wouldn't you just grab them all?
Well, what if there's 2 teams up there, one grabs one grabs the other?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably...
That's exactly what's going to happen.
If they really are splitting them.
That would be great. I would love this. Yeah, I'm fine for that. And in that case, that changes my pick here.
Winners.
That changes my pick here. We'll do Judgment.
First?
Yeah, please. You can go.
Okay. So what I would love to see happen is for the New Day and the Awesome Truth to win. Now, DIY, those are Triple H's boys, but they've been booked like absolute fucking shit on the main roster ever since they came up.
Yeah, it's wild.
So I don't think that they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be A-Town Down Under taking the SmackDown titles, because they have no credibility whatsoever on the show. They lose all the time, but they're always put in big spots.
Yeah.
So I think you have to give them some type of win. And then it's the Awesome Truth to go through with that storyline, because they've been awesome, and everyone's going to go fucking nuts to see our Truth win. And they get the Raw.
Yeah, let me jump in here. I actually 100% agree. The Awesome Truth kind of helps break up the Judgment Day. I think the Judgment Day is going to start imploding here pretty soon. And I think, justifiably so, I think you're going to also want to move Damian Priest up to the, you put Andrade with Judgment Day, and you fucking let Damian Priest go out and they beat him out. He's a face. He kind of goes up, and he can take on Drew. I think him versus Drew would be fun. And the Awesome Truth kind of, them winning the titles, especially like beating Judgment Day, that continues fun stuff there. And A-Town Down Under, I'm fine with that. It gives you, you're right, you do need to give them some sort of credibility. They're like the jobbers to the stars. Mm-hmm. But they are really being trusted in a bunch of really key spots, and they're delivering too. They're very fun. It's just, the name blows. So, Mike?
The name does blow.
I think, regardless of if they're splitting the titles or not, I don't think Judgment Day leaves with any titles. So,
yeah,
I agree.
Fair.
I think they're definitely telling the story of tension.
You pick Rhea?
I'm sorry?
You picked Rhea Ripley, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
he means a tag team.
Judgment Day team.
Oh, okay.
Christ almighty, dude. You know what he fucking meant.
But I think that I'm going with Awesome Truth definitely wins one side of the titles. And then I would say DIY because, and you can move whichever team to SmackDown, because the story they've been telling is that like Awesome Truth and DIY have essentially been working together to try to take down Judgment Day. So I think in that sense it would make sense for both of them to win titles. So I would go with that.
It'd be fun. Honestly, this match, banger.
It's going to be crazy.
I was going to say this match should open the show, but I didn't see that Jay and Jimmy were on night one. Yeah. So, but if they
go on second.
With the tag match?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea because it's a hell spot and this will survive hell.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm a little disappointed that the Street Profits are not in it.
Yeah, the six person match is going to be a banger though, right?
Right. But I like that they're also getting a different spotlight anyways.
Yeah, no, I honestly prefer, listen, they would have their spots, but the truth is, they are heels right now, and they wouldn't be doing
no, they're not anymore.
No, they're faces.
I guess so. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's go to Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens, triple threat for the U.S. Championship. Mike, who you got? How's it shake out?
I'm very excited for this match. This is going to be an awesome match. I think that, obviously Randy does not need the United States Championship. I don't think there's really any reason to put it on him. And in KO, I don't think he really needs it either. I think Logan Paul retains. We're still fairly. I mean, he won the title in November, but he's a part-time guy, so we're still fairly early in this reign. It feels like I think there's a lot more for him to do as U.S. champion. I think he's an awesome heel.
Plus, he's got the championship when he does public affairs.
100%, and his podcast and all that. Yeah. I think it makes a lot of sense to keep the title on him. But I think there's going to be a lot of cool shit in this match. Like, Randy is going to hit Logan Paul with some kind of crazy RKO, and Kevin Owens will break up the pin or something like that. But we're going to get some kind of crazy RKO in this match. But ultimately, I think Logan wins. And it's probably for the best because, he just lost to Seth at last year's WrestleMania. So give him a big singles win at WrestleMania, really continue to establish him as a top star, and that's what he's becoming for them. So I think he wins.
Yeah, he's on a multi-year contract with them. WWE loves the publicity, so I definitely think he wins. I think he sneaks the win on Owens after Orton RKO's Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I don't want him to win. I don't want Logan Paul to win. I'd rather have Randy Orton or Kevin Owens rewarded with this moment.
Who would you prefer?
Kevin Owens.
Between Orton. Okay.
Kevin Owens, because then Randy Orton's free to go do whatever he wants. But I do in my heart. Okay, in my heart, I want Kevin Owens to win. In my mind's eye, I think that Randy Orton just RKO's Kevin Owens and walks away, and Logan Paul he goes he slips him out, just throws him out. I'm always for that classic triple threat moment. Guy goes, he's fucking close to
brass nuts again.
I do so. Just there's gonna be a fuck finish, and Logan Paul steals it and runs away.
Yeah.
I definitely think Logan pins KO because then we can get the singles match with Randy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. Do you guys see a scenario because you guys have Cody winning? Right? Do you guys also agree that if Cody wins, that Reigns is gone for a while?
Yes.
Okay, so I agree with that. If Cody wins, Reigns is gone for a while. Could you see turning heel on Cody and setting up that feud?
You could easily
Cody would be moving to SmackDown in that scenario, right? So Randy's the next challenger for Cody.
Yeah, I could definitely see.
Where else does he go if he loses this match? What else do you do with him?
Hold on a minute. Stop. No, stop for 1 second. You could do anything with him, and that's what I've realized. He's at that point of his career. Remember, they put him with Riddle. But I'm just saying, the stuff he did with Riddle, we were like, what the fuck is this? And then by the end, we're like, what the fuck? They didn't end this? What the fuck? You know what I mean? So I think you could pretty much put him against anyone and make it work.
I feel I just personally, since Orton came back, right, he kind of immediately went into the feud with the Bloodline and Reigns, and that was awesome at the Royal Rumble. But since then, I feel like he's just taken a real big back seat. I feel like this was a big step down for him for WrestleMania compared to how he was perceived when he came back. So I feel like whether the fans actually.
Well, you guys tell me how important Logan Paul is all the time. So how's it step fucking down?
I think it's an important spot. I do because I think that they view Logan Paul as one of their top fucking 5 guys.
They're treating the U.S. titles on the line, but honestly, I think this match is elevating the U.S. title more than the title's elevating the match.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's go on to the match I'm most excited for. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso on night one. I think it opens. It's the first match we get,
agree.
and we tear it the fuck
Right
down.
on, baby.
Yeah. Mike, who you got? How's it got?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this match. I don't know that it's one of my most anticipated, but I'm really fucking pumped for that Rock match, obviously.
Yeah.
But this match is going to be fucking amazing. I think it's the perfect opener for all of WrestleMania on night one. For a while I've been thinking like Jey Uso, but the more I think about the WrestleMania as a whole, I think if you're going to have the Rock and Roman win night one, which I think is definitely happening, then I would have Jimmy win this match, and then it's just an awesome night for the fucking Bloodline. And then night two, Seth loses and they beat the fuck out of him. The Bloodline's just riding high. Everything's going great. Everything's stacked against Cody and, his allies, but he finds a way to pull it off. So I think this just kind of adds the Bloodline looking dominant by having Jimmy win this match. Obviously there's going to be interference here. Solo's going to be involved. Wouldn't shock me if Cody's involved and, all kinds of other shit.
Can't wait for this match.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will just say that I was more excited for this match in August than I am now, because I feel like their feud never really got going. I feel like they just we're relying on the history, which is great, but I feel like this feud, they didn't do much compared to other feuds. It's just like, oh, it's Jey and Jimmy, which is great, but I don't think they really gave us a lot of what we really anticipated that we would get, especially Jey Uso was doing interviews talking about how like exciting these promos are going to be, and we just really never got that on television. It was mostly just Jimmy doing what he's usually doing, which is just screwing over Jey in the match. Jey is going to face Solo this Friday, so I could see Solo beating his ass down, and then Jey comes into the match just, basically hobbled, but pulls off the win. I agree with you guys. This should open the show, though. This is either 1A or 1B of the matches I'm most looking forward to. I think the best way to start WrestleMania would be Jey's entrance.
Agreed.
Oh, shit. Jimmy from Lorraine is sending me, pop-up shows are starting to, appear all over Philadelphia on these dates, and he just showed me one for Suplex Mania, which is on April 6th. And it's Hulk Hogan, which is just a fat white dude, against this old black dude whose name is the Junkyard Dog. I'm gonna screenshot it, send it to you so you can see it.
WrestleMania Orlando.
Holy shit!
I thought you were laughing at me saying that Jey's entrance should open the show.
No, I know, I agree with that, because Jey's fucking over. Like if it's not Cody that's the most over as a face, it's Jey Uso.
Dude, when I went to that house show at MSG, Jey was the most over. It was wild.
More like MSJ. Rey Mysterio but I think that actually, I didn't go yet. Jimmy Uso wins. I think Jey Uso has been the guy. He has been over as fuck. He has done these amazing things, and Jimmy has been a shitty little lackey for a lot of this. So I think what you're gonna get here is a fucking absolute banger, and then you're gonna give Jey giving Jimmy his fucking credibility back in a way by letting him fucking earn this victory. It can be shady or whatever, but Jimmy just fucking earns the win in this match. So we will always remember that Jimmy beat Jey. He'll always have that, but he needs that.
Jimmy beating Jey is like Owen beating Brett.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. He's gonna kick the leg out of him.
Yeah, Jimmy definitely needs it more.
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee against Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
Dom, he's a little piece of shit.
Dom is such a monster. He really is good at this little fucking dickhead monster gimmick.
Are you guys happy that he's kind of back in the storyline? Because I was very pleased with that.
Yes, because he was just going to be – he didn't really have anything to do at WrestleMania otherwise. So, and I think that him hating his dad is just something you can always go back to.
Yeah, it's honestly their relationship together and
that hates for life.
Dominic, the best part is Ray's not mad at him usually. He's just disappointed. He's like, God damn it! He's like
when he punched his mom, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I thought we were fucking done with this shit.
You never lay hands on his fucking heater, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think Dominic wins here.
I agree, because Dom lost last year at WrestleMania, And I think you need to balance out this card with some heels winning.
I literally, that's what it's based off of, is my heel-face ratio. I have check marks next to it, and I need more heels.
Yeah, and it's just a tag team match. So, like, Ray kind of needs to get just the singles win against, like, Santos or Dom in the future.
I kind of think Ray and Dragon Lee will win.
It's a big pop moment, though. You're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Philadelphia appreciates
that's a
masks.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, this is a match I could absolutely see going either way, but I just think it's almost like Ray's a legend. Give him a win. I don't think it matters really who wins this match, to be honest with you, because they're probably going to continue this feud coming out of it, like LWO versus Legado. So
I was a little surprised it's not just that as a multi-man match.
Like the whole stables.
Yeah, both stables.
I wonder if they went with the tag team because they were already doing like a stable versus stable thing with Lashley and Street Profits against Final Testament.
Yeah, they were definitely filling out the roster, and they had some ideas, and this is what they came up with for sure.
I think fucking Angel and Umberto and Wild and Del Toro are gonna be doing all kinds of flippy shit outside the ring during this match.
Yeah, they're definitely
It's
involved.
gonna be awesome.
They'll get involved.
It's gonna be ladies
and Elektra and Zelina.
Hello. Yes. So LA Knight versus LA Knight versus LA Knight, I almost said.
That'd be an awesome match.
Just constantly the Spider-Man thing. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. The build has been, in recent weeks, has been much better.
Fun.
And pretty interesting with the fucking...
LA Knight just spending all show as like a ring crew member.
Yeah, well, he's got fucking goofy hair and a little mustache. It's very fun.
I mean, this has been going on for months.
Yeah, Randy Orton was
ever
involved.
since basically LA Knight took AJ's spot, got the tag team match, got the world title match, and then AJ came back, it was like, fuck you for stealing the spot.
Yep. And
hey, it's a legitimate gripe.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it.
But up until recent weeks,
it's a non-title match on the undercard.
Yeah. Yes, but again, it was they really heated it up at the right time, like because it was on simmer. It was simmering on the back of that fucking oven for like what felt like months, and then all of a sudden they put
him at chamber. Like
that was like the one thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what happens, man. We're about to eat dinner. Heat that shit up.
Yeah.
I think LA Knight wins. I think they want to give him his big moment. Like, love
he was
AJ.
in the Slim Jim commercials and shit, dude. That's the guy of the future.
AJ
right there.
beating LA Knight, that doesn't do anything for AJ. LA Knight winning his first WrestleMania match, that does a lot for him. So.
It's huge. You know what I mean? Yeah. People are going to go fucking wild for him. It's Philadelphia, man. This is one of the smartest crowds you're ever going to do this in front of.
It is?
Yep. Not only is it the WrestleMania people. Remember the people. I said WrestleMania smart wise. I'm not saying anything else wise, dude. Okay? But the truth is, this is like you already have a really smart crowd with WrestleMania because it's people paying for. They love this. This is their life. They really like this is like their Disney in a way. And you have fucking Philadelphia, guys like me. We live and breathe this shit. We love this shit. You know what I mean? So it's going to be such a great. That's why Sami Zayn's got to win, man, because he's going to get rewarded with just a huge moment. We're going to get El Generico chants fucking ringing through the building, man. You won't be able to hear them because there's no top, so don't worry about that. Hearing them.
Yeah, LA Knight really doesn't have like a signature win, and while this might not be a signature win, having his first win at WrestleMania is huge. And I mean,
beating AJ Styles is a pretty fucking big deal to anybody who knows.
Absolutely, but it's not like you win the championship or anything like that. But LA Knight, they've towed the line with him where he is still super popular, but he doesn't win matches, right? He's not beating like the.
He's in the Dean Ambrose spot for me.
I think he's the guy to beat Logan Paul come summertime.
I agree with that.
Summertime in the living.
We thought that might have been a WrestleMania match.
Right.
Right. So this is a great spot for him. It's going to be an awesome match as AJ's in there. So this could be LA Knight's best match of his career.
I hope so.
Gotta have him win.
I hope so. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi against Damage Control. I called this last week.
Yeah, you did.
So, yeah.
Fucking Jade against Asuka.
What were you saying? You're saying, Asuka versus Jade.
Yeah. I mean, it still would have been a good match.
It'll happen in here. It's going to be
awesome.
But
this match is going to be a banger, too. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I honestly just look at the heels and faces chart. The faces win without a doubt here.
Yeah. I mean, they better do something on Friday to put some type of interest in this because you saw what happened last week and it's like Damage Control.
I mean, Jade killed them all on her own.
Yeah. By herself.
Yeah, I think they got to do like a beatdown on Jade or something.
Yeah. I need some steel chairs being thrown around, something.
So what you should do is you injure Jade, she's limping around most of the match. She's not able to do a lot of the spots because she's greener than goose shit. And then what you could do is you hide her the whole match, and boom, she fucking rips the cast off. Or better yet, she does the Kevin Nash thing where he's got the leg and he pulls the, he's got two legs and they're fine, but one there's a fake cast right there. Boom, she's in for the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is a showcase for Jade and also a way to get Bianca another win at WrestleMania. So they definitely win.
Yeah, 100%. I also think you get Jade Cargill kind of being a dickhead a little bit. Like she starts like, not playing nice and shit. She's just there for her.
I think you could build tension out of this in a way.
Yeah. It could be subtle. I think it's subtle.
I am very upset though as a Bianca fan that this is what they've decided to do. Like she's had no storyline really going for a long time. They need to do better with the women's division.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I think she was just the odd woman out here.
For the women's title,
yeah.
And she's not going to go for it every
And this
year.
is a pretty goddamn good secondary match. This is one of the matches from an in-ring perspective I'm actually most excited for.
I'm
excited for the match. I just don't think that they've done right by Bianca, who they were positioning to be one of their big megastars.
I mean, she is still a megastar. Oh, my God. Okay, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Thanks for explaining who they are to me. Against the Final Testament, but you didn't explain who they are to me. It's weird.
Karrion Kross and AOP.
There you go. Thank you. I like Scarlett as a blonde more. Who am I, though, right? Street Fight. I think that Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits win.
I agree.
This will be a fun match.
Honestly, it'll be an awesome match, dude. It'll be fucking this big meaty men slapping meat.
So
Montez is going to jump off something high.
Damn right he is.
Just another reason I think that Cody and Seth win on night one is because this is a street fight on night two, which the main event would then also essentially be a street fight. That's just weird to me that they would do that.
This is going to be in a nothing position. This might be on the pre-show.
No, I don't think so.
This will be in the number 2 spot.
Yeah, it'll be the second match.
So is there anything else? Do we think they're going to add any other matches? That's the card, right?
No, I think this is it.
Yep.
Liv Morgan didn't make the card.
That's wild. They're going to fix
Nia
that.
Jackson.
They're going to do the tag team match.
Andre the Giant Battle
girls
on
so?
fucking Friday.
On SmackDown, yep.
Okay.
So basically what they have is night 2 is 6 matches and night 1 is 7 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe we slide in a match on night 1.
So I'm assuming night 2 is going to have some type of fanfare, maybe like The Undertaker. I agree with you guys. If you're going to have Stone Cold and Cena come out in the main event of night 2, that if they are to appear before then, it should be night 1. But they'll do something. They'll have like that Hall of Fame ceremony thing they do on the stage. So maybe that's night 2 to fill the gap.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I don't know what this is.
Roman and Cody's probably going to be a pretty long ass match.
Yeah, there's going to be so much
and Drew.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. Job now.
I think it will.
So maybe, yeah, I see us. Nia Jax definitely deserves to be on the card. Did you see her eating popcorn?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Hall of Fame class is April 5th. What?
I was going to say, I don't know if I would do that. Even some strangers popcorn from their hands.
And that's why you're sick constantly and have vitamin C addiction. She's over here building up her immune system, okay?
That is true.
Hall of Fame class, Paul Heyman being inducted by Roman Reigns. Incredible troll.
Yeah.
Incredible troll.
Troll.
I mean, just from a storyline perspective, of him being like, who else would induct me? Like, I get it. I mean, there's guys like Tommy Dreamer who I think it'd be more fun. But
Didn't Tommy Dreamer want to murder Paul Heyman for not paying?
Bygones be bygones. I bet you paid him back now. Bull Nakano. We don't know who's inducting her, right?
No, we didn't have it for everyone.
I didn't have. And so the U.S. Express. I saw Mike Rotunda talking the other day about Bray, and holy shit, I started to cry.
Is that from the documentary or a separate?
I didn't. I think it was a clip from the documentary that had made its way to the YouTubes.
So I want to watch that.
I had not watched it either because I'm not ready to bring myself down yet. I'm not ready. Not mentally, physically, or emotionally ready for that. Muhammad Ali, inducted by Lonnie Ali. Thunderbolt Patterson, inducted by Scott Spears. And this fucking pick. Leah Maivia, the classic Leah Maivia, inducted by The Rock.
If you watch Young Rock, you would know how influential she was.
Mike, I'm so excited for this. I'm a little upset we're not going to SmackDown now to see Reigns and Duck Heyman, because I want to see Heyman's speech. And now The Rock is going to be there. Like, I really want to see that.
You're going to go to the original ECW arena to watch legends of yesteryear.
Like Joel Gertner versus Mark.
Seriously, that's going to be way more fun. That's going to be way more fun.
If Rob Van Dam is not at the show, I'm going to be disappointed.
Can I tell you the truth? Rob Van Dam's not going to be at the show, so you better chill out. And don't look at me. Don't ruin my fucking time. I love this kind of shit. Mike, you're sitting between us. Because if this fucking idiot ruins my fucking time, I'm going to fucking...
With your elbows fucking crossed the whole time.
They're crossed right now. I'm pissed off right now.
You're a little bitch.
I think Rob Van Dam might be at the show.
Leah Maivia doesn't deserve this. The Rock asked for this as part of this fucking TKO thing.
You don't
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
First major female promoter in pro wrestling.
Yeah. Cool. NXT Stand and Deliver predictions. Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams.
We're gonna be there.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna be there. You know what? Pull up the Kaiju Big Battle card right now. We're doing those predictions.
There isn't one still. Probably.
There's definitely not one. We won't find out till they come out from behind the stage.
Mayonnaise against ketchup.
No, ketchup's retired long ago. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. Mike, I'm going to toss
this is the main event. They announced it.
Yeah, as it should be. We talked. Listen, we had.
This is the new Gargano versus Champ.
Finger on the pulse.
We saw this coming.
We know NXT, brother.
And I think we all agree. I think Trick Williams wins.
Yes. Especially if you're following the Ciampa Gargano formula, which was Gargano won the first match and got revenge, but then maybe they have a rematch and Melo wins. So
Or they revisit this on the main roster 5 years from now and talk about it.
Yeah, they'll be a tag team doing nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually really would like to see Melo and Trick as a tag team on the main roster at some point.
Does Carmelo just come up to the main roster after this, though?
Yeah, I think he will get called up shortly thereafter, but I think he also might, finish up the feud with Trick. Maybe even Trick beats him a second time. Or, I think that... Because they do it where they're pulling double duty for a little while. So I think there's a more symbiotic relationship between NXT and WWE and Triple H and Shawn Michaels than there was previously. So
when I figure out what that word means, I'm going to fucking be pissed, I think.
Tiffany Stratton goes up to the main roster, does a chamber, and now has done nothing. She doesn't even have a spot at WrestleMania, doesn't have a spot at NXT. She would have had
There's only so many spots, dude. That's why people get released.
She had an awesome moment at Chamber, but it was just... She was called up in this weird.
When's the WWE draft?
They never really say.
But when was it last year?
Last year was around the NFL draft.
Okay, so that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe the draft shakes everything up after WrestleMania.
Sure, I'm just saying that Tiffany was called up.
I'm not even referencing that. Why are you getting so?
I think they really should have done.
I'm not attacking
big
you.
Multi-woman match to get Tiffany and Liv Morgan
BK,
and all that.
BK, listen to me. They still could. I said that night.
Maybe that'll be the one match.
That's the one match. Yeah, that's what I was saying, buddy. Gotta get Nia Jax in there. BK, really, I mean this. Do not ruin this for me. Okay?
Shut the fuck up, already.
BK. I can tell by your shitty little attitude that you're going to try to ruin ECW. You're going to be like, I want to report. You're going to be sitting there. I'm going to be watching Onita against the Dudleys in this fucking matchup, right? Yes, you do. And what's going to happen, dude, is you're going to fucking look at me and you're going to be like, I wonder what Paul Heyman's saying right now. And I'm going to fucking say, shut up! I'm going to say, shut up!
What The Rock was saying and Roman Reigns was saying, what he was saying.
Yep. He's going to be making fun of you.
On Sunday morning.
Good. You're going to watch it alone because I'm going to be sleeping.
No, I'm not. I'm going to wake Mike up.
Oh, man.
I am locking you in the basement, dude. You are not welcome out till we're done. You don't get out till Mike flushes his fucking cereal down the toilet. That's when you're allowed out.
I'm going to have to make sure that I do one cereal flush down your toilet so you can see it.
I did, can I tell you the truth? The kids were eating, I think it was yesterday, they were eating cereal. And I fucking was just cleaning up a little bit and I was like, fuck it. I walked in the toilet and I fucking did it. I was like, okay. It popped
Was
me.
it liberating?
It popped me, dude. It popped me. I'm honest, dude. You did it for the
I mean,
board.
it's logical. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, because honestly, I go in the sink and I use the spoon as like a strainer, hoping that none get in the sink. So yeah, I guess it works. Yeah, fine.
You take a shit in that toilet, you could fucking flush.
You
it
can
out
put Lucky
here.
Charms, dude. You know, that's what I'm saying. Holy shit. Ilya Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo. I'm actually the more I get through this, the more I'm disappointed by this match. I like Tony D'Angelo.
I've been more excited for this.
But no,
I think that they've been doing a good job building, but
it's
again,
not even
we've been
close
talking
to the
about
level
this.
I expect.
It's not the level you would want because they started the build too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If they've been building this for 3 months or
No,
something,
I mean I shouldn't have been. I don't think Tony D'Angelo ever would have given me that feeling. I don't view him on that level. I'd rather have a guy like.
He's a great character though.
I would rather have had like, and this is just me. I know you're gonna just you'd go in a different direction. But Obafemi, it would have been Ilya versus Obafemi with like he cashes in the NXT champion, the North America one. He wants the shot at this one, and then you have him. And I know he would lose the match, but I still think that moment would be huge for him, more so than the fucking triple threat match.
I've been saying I would have done Dragunov and Dijak. I would have, but they didn't do that.
Yeah.
So.
But I got Ilya wins, obviously.
Yeah, agreed.
Laya Valkyria against Roxanne Perez. I think that Roxy just wins.
Agreed. I think she absolutely wins. I think she's been doing a good job as a heel. I think she's significantly better than Lyra.
I agree.
Yeah, Lyra's. I honestly think for the women's division, it's been pretty mid lately.
Yep.
I think. Yeah. I mean, Tiffany.
I mean, I was never a huge Tiffany fan either, and then she's nothing on the main roster, so it is what it is.
She was over in the last several months.
I think the women's division this time next year, I think we'll be saying like, oh, there's a lot of talent.
Barring injuries, but I think that's part of the reason why it's mid now.
They haven't taken a lot of these women to the next level yet. Like we talked last week, Lash Legend I think is going to be big deal in the women's division fairly soon, but they haven't done it yet.
Baron Corbin versus Braun Breaker. Who are they fighting?
Nope. Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker versus tournament winners. It's going to be Gallows and Anderson.
Okay. So that's, I was going to say, didn't that happen already? Because they were already talking about each other.
No, they're having like the final match tonight. It's like a triple threat or something.
Oh, okay.
And the winners face Corbin and Breaker. Mm-hmm. Wolf Dogs. The
Wolf Dogs. That'll be a banger. I think the Wolf Dogs, unless Baron Corbin turns and now he joins fucking AJ Styles group.
I don't think that.
They'll call them the 4 Iron Horsemen, and they drive motorcycles.
I think
that's actually pretty good. Can you write that down?
I could see Braun turning on Baron.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
if they
anybody
lose,
really turns. I think Gallows and Anderson win because I think Tama Tonga debuts and goes with them and interferes.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
And Breaker's called up, and you're like off and running with him on the main roster at that point. So it'd be sad to see the end of the Wolf Dogs, though.
Mm-hmm. They have been fun, but I think the time is just for Braun to come up.
Yeah, I do worry about like what does Baron Corbin do now though? After that.
No, they fight each other. Well, like I said, I think what you do is you tease a little tension. Even maybe afterwards, Baron Corbin is the one who takes the loss, and then Braun Breaker just beats him down afterwards, and then Braun Breaker beats Baron Corbin, then comes up.
They face each other already though before they became a tag team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that they're more face than heel?
Wolf Dogs?
By accident.
Yes.
Right. So
because they got over.
Yep.
Could you see,
like them.
Even if they lost, that they come up to the main roster, and we said that potentially A-Town Down Under win the tag team championships on SmackDown, that then they could challenge them?
Yeah,
you keep the Wolf Dogs because they are over.
Right. I wouldn't mind that. But they've only presented Braun as a single so far since he got called up. But
well, I mean, this was a complete accident. The way this caught on, and I think BJ, PK, I think you're right in the sense that we really could see them on the main roster together. And Mike, I know you said that they had already fought each other, but that's in NXT. You could do it to be fresh on the main roster.
Sure, I mean you could go back to it down the line on the main roster, yeah. But I would be on board with the Wolf Dogs on the main roster for a little run. Especially if you don't have something big lined up for Braun yet as a single.
And Obafemi versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs. I don't see Obafemi losing here unless he's moving up to fight Ilya, but I think Trick Williams fights Ilya.
I think maybe maybe Tama Tonga faces Ilya in the not too distant future.
I mean, then you're going to hand him a marquee loss in his first feud, which I think would be
or
a
he
bad
wins
idea.
and Ilya gets called up.
Or Obafemi wins here and Tama Tonga takes the North American Championship from him.
I think Obafemi is going to be North American champion for a pretty long time because he's still just starting. So you can have him have a long title reign. He's going to be in NXT for probably quite a while.
He's awesome.
I think, he's great. I think he wins. I think he pins Josh Briggs probably.
Yeah, I agree.
I like
This
Josh
is going to be a
Briggs.
fun match.
I mean, I
They're
think
gonna beat the fuck out of each other.
I'm going to flip it. I think he pins Dijak because as much as Dijak is fantastic, I mean, you're putting more eggs in the Josh Briggs basket.
Yeah,
Dijak
maybe.
is,
I could see it.
he's a talent. You know, he's a good
I do
worker,
like Josh
good
Briggs.
hand.
He's getting a lot better and better as time goes on.
He's
I
really
saw him
good.
wrestle in ESW like 5 years ago.
Yeah, he was Beyond. I saw him in Beyond.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, big time. Like I said, Josh Briggs was he's goofy, but I think he's straight edge, which is great for wrestling because they're not always straight edge. Let's talk.
I think they add a pre-show match, but I think this is the main card, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, the pre-show match is going to be what was it?
We said it last week.
Yeah, it's like Kalani Jordan. It was going to be a women's match.
Yeah.
Some kind of women's tag team match they'll add for the pre-show, I think. And then Metaphor is the hosts. So that'll be fun.
My kid just spent $5 on Robux. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
What do you get?
I don't know. Just Robux.
Heather's daughter got a Robux gift card.
Yeah, no, he did it by accident. He came up to the room when we were doing this thing, and he said, "Dad, I think I did something wrong." So I think they're not allowed anymore in the fucking thing.
He quote unquote did it on accident. So.
Yep.
Hey, at least he's honest.
I gotta
Like,
turn
wow,
it. I gotta turn. Yeah,
I don't know how this happened.
Yeah,
You can
sure.
dispute it.
BJ, real quick, let's talk about some other things that we had here.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Go there to hear the ad-free version of our podcast. Get early access to upcoming retros. We got Do Where's My Car on there, Cody Rhodes' best WWE matches, and American Nightmare Becoming Cody Rhodes documentary. Also, just go back and listen to Mark Madness because Rhea Ripley fucking deserves it. You can also check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips and Triple R Gaming. We've been playing different games like Among Us, Fall Guys, Dead by Daylight, Fortnite.
We played Fortnite.
Yep.
We're
Posting early
total
access.
losers now.
I would say it was a team win.
Yeah, you're right. No. Honestly, I've made fun of Fortnite for so long when I do play these games. I'm becoming the monster I mocked. But it's fine because we're playing it in a group setting, and it's like really it's kind of like online version of like going to the bar because I'm drinking and we're all hanging out and yelling, so it's fun. It's like playing pool or darts.
You can get early access to those clips on patreon.com/RingRustRadio before it hits YouTube. And if you're interested in joining the session, email ringrustradio@yahoo.com. And of course, join us in 2 weeks, Tuesday, April 16th. It's our next Patreon special. You're getting a 2-for-1 special. You're going to come join us for the WWE Fantasy Season 37 draft, which goes all the way till SummerSlam. And we're going to do a bracket, the best fast food chain.
Yeah, that was one you sent a bunch yesterday. Neither Mike nor I were feeling like fucking thinking, and that was the best one on the list because I was like, hell yeah.
I legit thought for an hour before I responded. And I'm like, I don't have any. We've done everything.
We've done a lot. We haven't. Don't get me thinking because I got some ideas. You don't want that.
Well, that was a Jim Del Chapo idea, so hopefully he joins us.
Yes,
so again,
he should.
Tuesday, April 16th, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-for-1 special. Sign up on Patreon at our bracket tier, and you're going to join us for the fantasy draft and the bracket for the best fast food chain.
Every time Jim joins us, his kids also join us, which is always always a wonderful addition.
Very fun.
They're my favorite part of Jim.
We'll see which part of the house he goes to next.
Yeah, it was the
second man cave.
No, it was the what is the grand entrance?
Spot.
It's a grand entrance. I was like, why is it echoing? He's like, oh, this is the ballroom.
Finally, shout out to Daniel Hayden for the amazing work on the Triple R YouTube channel.
I thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with these fucking guys. They got enough.
We're still thanking him for the amazing work he does.
No, I meant the fucking wrestling company that was mispronounced for years and had the wrong date handed out.
Yeah, well, the correct date is April 21st for their show Full Throttle, Ignite Wrestling Pro. Go to their Instagram or search Ignite Wrestling Pro on YouTube to get tickets. It's family friendly.
There we go. And while we're shilling, you might as well call me Kurt because the all-time... Come on.
Because you're a monster.
Yeah, well, come on, dude. He has ketchup in his sock. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and you lie about bleeding.
The truth is, though, great with the Phillies. The 300 strikeouts, never seen him again. The all-time WWE superstars and WWE legends have secured their place in this special edition cooler. We're working with Igloo, guys. For the next 3 weeks, we're working with Igloo coolers. Great coolers. We actually have a couple Igloos that will be at the tailgate. Not a testament of how they've survived after 20-some years. They were both my father's, and they are in rough shape. But I refuse to give up on them. Despite
that's impressive. They're still kicking.
Mike, when you see them, you're going to laugh your ass off because, when the stopper goes out, so we put, duck seal in it to keep water from getting out. And there's also a crack in the side and a crack in the lid. But the styrofoam foam fill stuff that was in there, still there. Holding on strong.
I'm going to bring a nice new one with me.
Okay, good. Hopefully we got some new ones from fucking Igloo because they're working with WWE. The new ones feature WWE Champion belt cooler, drinkware, playmates inspired by undisputed WWE champions and Hall of Famers, just like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and current WWE champion. Dwayne? Current WWE champions and more superstars. These coolers are here to unleash their signature move, Mike, defeating thirst with extraordinarily frosty drinks.
I was going to say, that finisher move better be giving me a fucking beer.
That's exactly what it was, dude. Guess what? You're lucky. Some of the things that they have, WWE 16-ounce Stone Cold Steve Austin can, the can Igloo coolers. Very cool. And they launch
drink cold.
Yeah, and it's that is at igloocoolers.com/WWE. Check that out. There is WWE Champion Fanny Pack Cooler.
Wait, so you put it beers in the fanny pack?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
Cool.
This is $39.99. It's a large fanny pack that keeps your ice in your belt and shit like that, and you can walk around like a WWE superstar with beers in it. I see. Oh, this one if you hate. This is the special edition WWE Hulkamania Little Playmate, and that's for the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania. He's tearing off his shirt.
Did you say if you love to hate?
If you love to hate, because that's what he does.
Yeah, I get it. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
And this one has, let me look at this one. This one has Rey Mysterio, Triple H for some reason. He hasn't wrestled in 20 years.
He's a legend.
Bianca Belair, Seth Rollins, Romeo Reigns, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, but he's in NWO attire. So that's a unique look. And then I have Team Bring It cooler here, igloocoolers.com/WWE, and it's Team Bring It. The Rock's on this. This one's more expensive, so The Rock's definitely involved personally. And yeah, go get all these things, support them, and check. Listen, we're going to be at a tailgate, so we need to keep our goddamn drinks cool. So goddamn, we go to igloocoolers.com/WWE. That's what we do. So, that was it. Anything else? Listen, we've talked about everything WrestleMania 40. And anything we missed. I'm still super hype about this.
Yeah, I only got one thing to talk about. We didn't really talk about AEW this week, but they're really hypocritical, don't you think?
Oh, no. I think these releases were completely necessary.
People. They said they were never
going
to do
no. That
that.
didn't say that. Because they released people in the past. They released fucking Joe Janela. They replaced.
No, they didn't. That was contract running out.
I mean, these people were fucking unnecessary, and they were dead weight. So I don't know what to tell you. So listen, dude. When you sign big stars, sacrifices must be made. He's trying to run a business, Mike. He wouldn't make this decision if he wasn't running a business.
It
How
wasn't
much money
for
did he
CM
save
Punk
by releasing Slim J?
Yeah, exactly. How much money did he make? Probably way too much. So honestly, you definitely paid you paid Mercedes. Here's what happens. The rent came due for all these fucking big ass contracts he just hung out. And, Dad's like, yo, whoa, come here. Right here. Too much. How many Robux did you buy?
Slim J.
How many Robux did you fucking buy? And he's yelling at He's like,
it was an accident, Dad.
Dad, I came up, you were playing your football game, and I said that I didn't do it on purpose. But yeah, CM Punk comes off as a fucking hypocrite and a total piece of shit. I'm not saying AEW is run perfectly. I'm not saying it's even run competently. But it is a true alternative, and I love it, okay? So, and I love the dysfunction. I really do. I really love the dysfunction. So is that it? Nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing? Okay. Well, we gotta talk Dirt Sheet Busters, so let's move on.
There was a sign on Raw somebody had.
Oh shit. I have to go piss. So.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
Yeah, it's time for Dirt Sheet Busters, Mike.
Don, you ready for some lies?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, it's from Wrestling Observer Radio. Theory and Waller might not wrestle at WrestleMania,
Ooh.
but they might.
Ooh, flipped it and reversed it.
I'm confused.
Waller and Theory and Dunn and Bates secured the last 2 spots in the ladder match on Friday's SmackDown. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, there's a forthcoming meeting to determine whether Waller and Theory will remain in the match. Here's the quote.
What?
By the way, even though Theory and Waller won, it is not necessarily that they're going to be in that match. They might be. There's a meeting upcoming where they will make a decision on that. The fuck's that mean?
No idea.
That doesn't make any sense. If they weren't
Why
in
did they
match,
win
why
the
would
fucking
win?
match to get in if they weren't going to be in it?
No. You shut up.
I have never wanted to see them wrestle more than I do this.
It's going to be the Hardy Boys.
Sorry.
Again.
But for us, no one's gonna pop like we did, but we're gonna be like, he's fucking wrong! He's wrong!
I think they're going to be in the match because they qualified for the match.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Mr. Obvious. Mr. I'm going
Like,
to
he
see
couldn't
it
even
to believe
go
it.
all in with it either. He's like, no, they're not necessarily going to be in this match. We're going to have a big meeting about it. They might be in it, though. Okay.
I don't understand saying that.
Like, what's the reason they would be out of the match?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
And for who?
I don't know.
It'd just be 5 teams.
I just don't know.
This is 5 teams in the 6-pack ladder match.
Yep, the 5-pack. That's what I bring to, get-togethers.
It is honestly something I
have one on the
brought.
way.
Last year, the trash men came by, and I had to give them fucking 22 beers.
Remember we said the Dudley Boys should be in it?
You what?
Awesome. A couple weeks ago, we were like, the Dudley Boys should be in this match.
Nah, they're at our show.
They probably are, yeah.
They're in the main event of our show. What do you mean?
Wait,
They
both
are
of
the
them
main event.
Yeah, it's a tag team match.
Devon
They're together?
and Bubba against Onita and a mystery partner, which I think is going to be
That is
Sabu.
not what it was
We hope
originally.
No, it was.
No,
Yes,
it was not both the Dudleys originally.
Yes, it
When
was.
we
I swear to
bought
God.
the tickets,
It was.
It was not.
It was.
It was just Bully. And
I
somebody.
swear to God, it was Team 3D.
I really don't think it was.
You're very. I can't. I'm
Since
sorry.
we've
You're wrong.
spoken about it, we hope that RVD is the mystery partner.
I mean,
Well, we haven't
personally-
talked about that.
Or Spike.
or Spike.
Spike Dudley.
Sure.
Yeah, it's equivalent.
With RVD, yeah. Or Danny Doring. This is from Fightful Select. So you thought Rich Holland retired? Yeah,
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, I'm going to clarify something for you.
Mark
because you
Henry
definitely thought
leveled
that.
for me, man. I was blown away.
According to Corey Brennan of Fightful Select, sources within NXT have clarified that this move is part of a storyline for Holland. It does not signify an actual retirement. Here's the quote.
Thanks, Corey.
NXT sources have confirmed to Corey Brennan of Fightful Select that this is part of Holland's current storyline and is not an official retirement. The story has been one that Holland has been motivated to do, with the former brawling brute being receptive to suggestions. I don't even know what the fucking last sentence even means. Been motivated to fake his retirement and is open to suggestions? Okay. The whole story with Trish Holland has been like, I'm a real monster who accidentally almost kills people in the ring, and
Yep.
I'm really struggling with that mentally right now. Yeah, I
No.
didn't think he was actually fucking retired.
That's the story. Yes,
Do you guys like that story?
No, not at all.
Because I think it's
Not even-
terrible.
not even a
and
little
I think
bit.
it's weird to
Shawn
have
Michaels
that
is
story.
a fucking absolute legend, one of the greatest bookers of all time. This ain't hitting though.
Yeah, like the whole purpose of these wrestling matches is to fucking decimate your opponent. So why are you?
See what
crying
you
that
just
hurt?
said, Mike? See what you just said about how he doesn't miss all that shit? But make it Tony Khan. That's how I feel.
He's only missed once.
Only missed one time.
This from Wrestling Observer Radio. Vince's name is banned from WWE programming. per Common Sense.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
In an intense exchange on WWE Raw, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins engaged a verbal showdown, setting the stage for CM Punk's role as a guest commentator at WrestleMania. Discussing the segment on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer highlighted concerns among some that allowing the three men to speak unscripted, especially when McMahon's name was mentioned. Meltzer shared, and I quote, "It was not scripted word for word, which most things on that show are. On that show." So fucking
That
pretentious.
dirty show over there.
Yeah. They let the guys have free reign. Well,
I guess not.
they didn't. There was one moment where there were a lot of people thinking this might not be a good idea. It was the Vince McMahon reference.
Mm-hmm.
He further explained, one of the things is that Vince McMahon's name is not allowed to be mentioned on the TV. Sounds like a 90-year-old man.
He sounds like my
on the
grandfather. Have you seen the way the Phillies have started the baseball season? It's on the TV, huh?
But McIntyre changed focus and never mentioned the name, and they got out of it. They went a little long, but there was no negativity from it.
Unbelievable.
Thanks, man.
Who's
They
coming
got
in?
out of it. Like, I think they planned to get out of it, so.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yes, that was my
Yeah,
daughter.
they just stopped talking about it. Is what happened. They got out of it.
They got out of it. I like how he like dropped that nugget about like Vince not being able to be named. Like it was like a hot scoop. It's like we know.
Yeah, we've
They
read the
fucking
news.
blurred his face out of WWE 2K. We know he's not allowed to be mentioned. This is from Wrestling Observer Newsletter. The Rock has a lot of leeway per Common Sense and our eyes.
Yes, also,
Oh.
yes, he's literally owns the business nearly.
Per his job. Regarding the reintroduction of blood in WWE, Dave Meltzer and the Wrestling Observer Newsletter, it was reported that Dwayne Johnson will have considerable freedom to pursue his creative vision. Oh,
Great,
thanks.
that's honestly, he saw AEW one time, and Cody showed him a video of him in AEW, and he's like, I love this kid.
Or The Rock watched the Attitude Era. Here's the quote. As far as what it all means, we were told that
watched it?
Dwayne Johnson, as always, will get to do pretty much what he wants. The further he pushes, it's likely the further at least some of the top stars can with language, per him hearing Cody swear last week.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
With blood, the key is that this is no longer Vince McMahon's company. What? We were told that going forward it will be used very rarely. There are no plans to turn it into AEW where it's used more liberally. Oh, good job. Way to fucking shit out of AEW.
Yeah, honestly, I thought you added that last part in yourself.
No.
That was wild. It's like, I'm getting subjective real quick. If you don't mind, you mind if I
Did you
get...
see this shit Dave was saying about Punk? Like, oh, it's pretty funny that Punk said this when he was calling me to teach him about TV ratings.
Oh, shit. Davey
Dave, you
putting
don't
on...
know jack
You don't know
shit
TV
about
ratings.
Yeah,
TV
right? That's not true, dude. CM Punk is a punk-ass bitch, dude. He fucking calls Dave Meltzer, and that's the dude you're supporting. He's a Dave Meltzer, he's a Meltzerite.
But there was a great clip on Twitter. It was like 30 seconds long. It was Elv talking about the whole thing with like that Punk was mad about them talking shit about him in Colt Cabana. That was like part of the thing that he went off on at the media scrum that one time.
Yeah. Yep.
And Al was like, that story didn't come up from us. It was reported way before that, and we were just talking about it. We didn't say it was the story. And then the end of the clip is Dave saying, I said it was the story.
Holy shit, dude.
That's awesome.
So good. This is from Wrestling Observer Radio. Drew McIntyre knows his situation.
What?
Psych?
Yep.
Oh, I was dead
psych.
set I was
No
a psych
brother.
coming up
This is
there.
real life. Observing McIntyre's actions, it's evident that he hasn't been in a hurry to seal a new deal.
What?
Dave Meltzer.
Hold on a minute. What? Literally believe the exact opposite of that.
I agree. I believe the opposite. I believe he wants to get paid a lot of money as soon as possible.
Yeah. And I think he's being rewarded for re-signing by giving him this run.
Yes. Dave Meltzer, speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, shed light on McIntyre's mindset months ago when he expressed a desire to explore his current character before committing to a contract extension. Meltzer elaborated, and I quote, I was checking with people, and it's like, look, the belief is that he knows what the situation is. And, it's already promoting feuds for the summer and the fall. I don't think he's planning on going anywhere. Meltzer continued. And the thing with him, with the contract, the thing that he was looking for months ago when, it was the contract was running out and he wasn't in a rush to sign was number one. He thought that he wanted to do this new character. and if the new character didn't work out in the booking, and the booking wasn't strong and everything like that, the idea was maybe go back and spend time with the family and take time off.
Great. Thanks, Dave. Thanks so much.
Did you learn anything?
Learned nothing. What happened was, I think he was like, listen, I'll resign, but I want some fucking promises. I want you to put me in a position. I want you to believe it. And then once they started doing that and they fucking made good on it, I think he re-signed the contract and just used the contract as part of his leverage in the storyline.
Yeah. The belief is that he knows what the situation is.
Oh, good.
That's the belief. It's not for
Jason Kelsey knows what the situation in his head about what he's fucking going to retire or not.
That's the belief.
He believes it. And I believe him.
Oh my god.
You ready for the coup de grace?
Who's the fucking source in that story? His brain?
Yeah, his brain. Well, he said he looked into it or asked around or some lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Went to his neurologist.
Yeah, that's the doctor that worked on Shibata.
They took his brain out. Didn't Shibata say they didn't do that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he said they cut a piece of the skull away to let the brain breathe. Yeah.
Took his brain out. I can't believe that was real.
You would be dead.
Isn't it connected to your spine?
Yeah, it's all connected.
He thinks it's Hannibal.
No, he doesn't. He thinks it's fucking...
He thinks it's fucking operation.
That's what I was going to say. He thinks it's operation. This motherfucker can't help. He's like got a magnet to the side.
Around the knee.
You know, actually, I think it's actually butterfly basket in the midsection, but I'm not really sure.
You ready for the coup de grace?
Yes, please.
From Ringside News. Guess who was behind the Rock and Cody segment on last week's Raw?
The Rock and Cody.
Wow, interesting guess. BG, you got anything?
I can't top that guess.
Okay. Ringside News took the initiative to reach out to a senior
Did they?
member.
Hold on. Did they write those words?
They wrote that.
That's your job. That is your job, dude.
I wish Meltz would take the initiative at some point.
Taking the initiative is like, hey, I took the initiative. I cleaned the office bathroom. That's above and beyond what I do here, but I'm tired of Sam smearing shit all over the door stall, so I cleaned it up. Okay? That's like, it's like, hey, I'm here for the show. It's like, that's your job. Do the fucking show.
Ringside News took the initiative to reach out to a senior member of the WWE creative team
Thank
to
God.
uncover the masterminds behind The Rock's assault on Cody Rhodes.
Hell yeah.
According to our findings, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Triple H were all instrumental in crafting the final segment.
Wow, the Booker was
The
involved?
Booker are the two people involved.
The Booker? Unbelievable. I did call it,
Why
though.
would you report this? You know what? Don't take the initiative next time, because you wasted your fucking time. And mine.
Yeah, that's a great
Like-
point. At
like,
the end there, it's like this. I clicked on this because I was like, okay, let me check it out a little bit, okay? And now this is 14 seconds. I'll never get fucking back.
Like Ringside News thinks, oh, this will help build our credibility. But this only hurts your credibility because you look so fucking dumb.
You're just saying what everybody already knows.
Yeah, but I didn't know it till they said it.
Like, the only way they could have, like, shocked me is if they were, like, fucking Otis was a power player and they put this thing together. It's like,
Yeah,
The
like,
guy-
That's how I feel. Every once in a while when they do those reports about like an agent, be like, Jamie
Yeah,
Noble
that's-
was behind the fucking Royal Rumble. You're like, Jamie Noble was behind the Rumble? What?
yeah, they could have at least lied about, like, Abyss. Fucking.
Yeah, seriously, like
if
Abyss
they
was
said that,
behind
it's
it.
like, all right, well, that's interesting.
Because you just imagine in your head, you're like Cody Rhodes, The Rock, Triple H, and then like Abyss.
Yeah, right.
Like, actually, I'm Joseph Park.
Park.
Oh shit. BJ, how we do? Mike, how we do? Oh wow! Why is everybody overshadowing me?
Can't wait to see you.
I don't reciprocate.
I dedicate this to the throwbacks. Like seeing a shirt in 06, ECW, one night stand, I won't hold back. Like take the Batista battle in the backlash, 07 to one man stand. We'll bring it back to the days of Lord Alfred Hayes, Hall and Nash invade, Hollywood drops the leg. They say the days of old are the best though. That's why we bring to you Ring Rust Retro. Let's go.
Alright guys, time for Ring Rust Retro. This time we're watching the 1993 1994?
Yep.
Classic Blue Chips with Shaq. That's why we had to watch this, right? I assume Shaq.
Yep. He was in a fucking WrestleMania Battle Royal. He faced fucking Red Velvet one time.
Yeah, with Jade Cargill.
Yep.
Yeah, so he knew. And this is made possible by Alex Pandolfi. So big thanks to Alex Pandolfi.
Panda, thank you for choosing good retros a lot of the time.
He picked some
great
fun ones.
choice.
He picked some fun ones for sure.
I'm embarrassed to say I had never seen this movie before, and
Wow.
I love sports movies.
Wow.
Donnie
I
never
love this
saw it
movie.
either.
I definitely saw when I was a young
You
man.
because you just before we got on, you're like, I had to have seen this a long
I
time.
had to have. I
Like, you
really
didn't
didn't.
see it.
No, because
And
here's
I-
the thing. What was it? Shazam?
I love this movie. It's a great movie.
I love it.
What's the movie
Seen it
where
several times growing
fucking where Shaq is a genie? Kazam? Like I was a big Shaq fan. I like Shaq.
Shaq Fu.
I've seen all those movies. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's fucking get into it. I don't know. What are you waiting for me?
All right, I'll
Yeah,
go.
hold on, BJ.
I'll go.
Did you tell somebody how they can go to Retroville on Patreon.com/RingRustRadio?
Come on down to
Retroville.
Retroville.
Come on down to Retroville.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Donate to the retro tier, then email us, ringrustradio@yahoo.com, with the movie, TV show, documentary, action figure, coloring book, photo, anything with a wrestler involved. We'll cover it.
Love it.
I love it.
Who's gonna make us retro a coloring book? Who's gonna do it?
I don't know how we
do
would
a
do it.
toothbrush. Don, you can finally learn something.
What? Do you get retro a WWE toothbrush?
Yeah.
Well, you just have a review of it.
Yeah.
Bristles firm, but the colored part in the middle made me smile.
Hurts my teeth.
I think that's the gingivitis in your gums.
Listen, this movie, you get everything you need to know about this coach from the opening minute of this movie.
Yeah.
Mike.
So Nick Nolte, he's the head coach of Western University basketball team.
By the way, I love Nick Nolte.
Yep, he's great.
I was a great
Awesome.
80s, 90s actor.
He was
Fucking-
excellent.
What was the
fucking
movie with
hates
Eddie Murphy?
team.
What's the movie with Nick Nolte movie with Eddie Murphy? What the fuck was the name of that movie?
Rush Hour?
No, that's not right.
Did you say Rush Hour? You don't even.
No, it was a cop. It was a
Yes,
cop. like,
yes.
48
It wasn't
hours.
48 hours.
48 hours. There you go. That's why I said Rush Hour.
I hate you so much.
It feels like you're in fucking rush hour 48 hours.
All right, go ahead, please.
He hates his team and he hates basketball and he lets all of them know this in a rousing pregame speech.
And I want to say this to you. When I saw the cover of the movie on the site, again, if I saw this, it was a long time ago, I don't remember much of it. I said Western University, obviously this is Midwest. Obviously this is going to be in some fucking shitty little gym in Indiana.
Nope.
And the Dolphins, I should know by the Dolphins. I see they call the Dolphins on the coast. I was like, okay.
They're California, brother.
I like this less now.
When he threw something at the wall, I thought he bitch slapped his assistant coach for a second. They're facing Texas Western, who's coached by Rick Pitino.
Yes.
This is many years before he supplied all those hookers to the recruits at Louisville.
Again,
Do what you need to.
can I tell you something now with the NIL? Completely legal.
That still would not be legal, actually. But I see why they got their asses whipped by Texas Western, because Rick Pitino, he was willing to do what it took to field a good team, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's right. This is NIL. I wrote this. NIL example number 1 in the case is this kind of shit. It's everything. It's all the stuff we talked about.
Western gets fucking boat raced in this game. Nick Nolte punts the ball, and he gets ejected. Al Bundy here is a reporter trying to take Nolte down by talking about an alleged point shaving scandal from 4 years ago. He thinks Western blows because the scandal's impacting the recruiting negatively.
Wow. Guess what?
I thought he was full of shit at first, but we'll learn later.
Yeah.
He knew
I love Ed O'Neill. He's fantastic.
He's great. The press conference reminded me of like a Greg Popovich presser.
where he just doesn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
One hell of a console TV that Nolte's ex-wife has here.
They're not. It's not X. They're fucking.
No, they are divorced, but there's tons, heaps of sexual tension.
Dude, it's all over the board, dude. They are just like licking at each other from afar. It's wild, dude.
It doesn't happen though. They don't pound it out, unfortunately. Nick Nolte, actually a great coach. He takes his player Tony to the side.
Yep.
He learns that Tony's failing TV class.
Mm-hmm.
He asks him how his girl.
Jesus
Asks
Christ.
him how his girl's doing, and he's like, "Oh, she's great. Turns out she's not pregnant after all."
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
always strap up.
yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Western got smoked by Coast, and Nolte had his first losing season of his career. Tough scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Teams from the East are illegally paying big money to land top recruits. And Nolte wants the top recruits, but he wants to do it the right way. And I say, doing things the right way, that's overrated.
I agree.
As long as it's legal, do it.
I mean, this was
Whatever it
illegal,
takes.
what these teams were doing. But, really, it shouldn't have been illegal, which we
Mm-hmm.
have
No, it's not
said.
that it was illegal. It was against.
It was illegal in terms of the rules of the NCAA.
Yeah.
Illegal.
It's
Yeah.
against the NCAA's rules, not the
Illegal.
world's rules.
And as we know today, like, basically you just fucking pay for all the top recruits.
That's literally
I
what
know.
it is. You don't have to go to a field in Indiana or Iowa or where the fuck they did and just drop off a bag of money in a tractor.
And it was always stupid because these players are making millions of dollars for these universities,
Yep.
getting fucking nothing. You know?
And then they
we give you an education.
I wouldn't say the NIL situation is perfect, but I think it's more fair than it was before.
it's definitely far from perfect, and I think
Definitely
also causing
better.
a lot of ramifications that weren't anticipated, but definitely better than ripping off
Well,
kids.
it's more like pro sports now, but I mean it always was like pro sports. So whatever.
So they had more control over the fucking student athletes. That's the difference.
Nolte and a bunch of other college coaches go to a high school game to recruit Penny Hardaway, who's fucking
Right.
lighting it up.
Yep.
Penny was so awesome. It's just
Yep.
such a shame what happened to his career.
I heard.
Injuries, man.
Also, right here, Arliss hype.
Reading for this.
I never watched that Arliss.
Neither did I.
But Mike, he was a doorman in Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, yep. The fucking bald guy.
Don't know what any of that means, but I heard
Go on,
according to the like research I was doing, Shaq and Penny hanging out here is one of the reasons why fucking Shaq pulled so hard to have Penny on the team when they made that trade to get fucking Penny there.
No.
Mhm.
They drafted Penny and they drafted Shaq.
No, they did not.
Magic.
They traded Pitt for Penny Hardaway.
They did not trade for him. They drafted him.
They did not. They fucking traded for him.
In 1993, they drafted Penny because I was looking stuff up and like.
Then they
a lot
traded
of
picks to get the
A lot
pick.
of the real players that are in this, they were drafted in that 1993 draft, and this movie came out in 94. Like, they legally couldn't have been in this movie, like, when they were in college. Because
Yeah.
how stupid the fucking college rules were. So, there you go. They had just graduated, basically, or just gotten drafted to the NBA.
There you go.
Shaq, I think, was like 1 year before Penny.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm so
I don't know
Penny
where you
Hardaway
pick up-
was drafted by the Warriors and traded to the Magic.
Right, on the same
Oh!
That's
That's what I'm saying, Jack! That's what I'm saying! Who
the
did
way
he
the
play?
NBA draft works is
They
you
traded-
can't trade picks ahead of time. You just make the picks and then you trade them the same night.
So
They-
the Magic
they
had the
drafted
first
Hardaway,
pick.
essentially.
The Magic had the first pick. They took Weber, and then he was traded to the Warriors for Penny, which in hindsight, they probably should have kept Weber.
Well, Penny
Nah,
was
they went to the
really awesome
championship.
for like probably 5 years.
Yeah,
though.
and then they went to like a championship like right away, like 95 or 94, right? Is that 95?
They went to
When
one final.
MJ was retiring, came back.
They went to
for, like, a
one
game.
final, and they lost to Houston, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I mean, they didn't go acquire Penny Hardaway from some other
They
team.
did.
that he
They
was playing
literally
for.
undrafted. They literally traded for him. What are you talking about?
You are such.
He
a
wasn't
fucking
drafted
idiot.
by
You
the
know
fuck.
that's not
He
what you
wrote.
talk.
He wasn't
You
drafted by
thought Penny
Orlando, and
Hardaway
he was
got
traded
drafted
for.
in the
That's
NBA
wild.
NBA
Dude.
by some other team, played for some other team, and
That's
they got traded
wild.
to the Magic.
It's
which
wild
is
how
not-
it's wild how in denial
Yo.
you are right now.
This draft was fucking stacked.
Yeah,
it
I was looking
This is
at
one of my
it, definitely.
favorite hot pastimes is to go look at old drafts.
That's one of your favorite pastimes.
It's one of my favorite. Yeah.
Get a life, dude. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Go for a jog.
At least we know what actually happened in sports, and you
Go
don't.
for a roller skate to get some bacon or something. Jesus
I
Christ.
love the cameos in this
That'd
movie.
be great.
Like when they showed the coaches, I recognized Jim Boeheim, Jerry Tarkanian.
I saw
was
Larry
there.
Bird in the movie.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was there. Yeah. Well, that was later, but yep.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see Larry.
Penny Hardaway's mom makes it clear to Nick Nolte that she wants the bag if Penny's going to play at Western.
Oh, yeah.
She has all the answers.
Yep.
Yep, she
Not
was
gonna anything on Mr.
well
Craig.
prepared.
Yep.
Thank you, Mom.
The best thing was when, like, Nick Nolte's character is like, what do you want him to do? Like, cut the lawn, like, take handouts and this and that? She goes, what's that going to make him? She goes, a millionaire?
A millionaire, yep. Nolte heads to Indiana to talk to Larry Bird and then recruit a big old country boy named Ricky.
Dude, imagine how many points Larry Bird would score today.
Because nobody would dare to defend him. He could just stand out there and shoot.
Yeah, seriously. He would be, what's his name from fucking Golden State? God damn it. I'm off today.
Curry? Clay Thompson?
No,
I think he'd be like Dirk, but better shooter. Ricky's dad tells Nolte schools keep offering him a new tractor in exchange for Ricky.
Seems weird he didn't just take it though, that's what he wants, right?
Well,
yeah, but
he'll get it eventually.
Yep.
He's a young little Jokic over there, Ricky Rowe.
That's true. He's like 6'10", knocking down shots. Nick Nolte goes to the middle of nowhere, Louisiana, to recruit Shaq, which is why we're retroing this. Shaq's dominating a pickup game, but he only got a 520 on his SAT, so
dude.
Nolte needs to get up to a 700. He said the SAT is culturally biased, though, so that's why.
So true. Dude, Shaq was fucking unreal. He is massive compared to everyone else. It's insane.
Yeah, if he could have just kept himself, he could shoot free throws, kept himself in better shape for longer, he could have been fucking literally
unbelievable.
He didn't have to.
I mean, but if you look at, here's the thing, if he had kept himself in shape for longer, he could have been like Wilt. In the sense that Wilt was able to do that shit for years and years and years, the way fucking Shaq started to break down.
Well, the reason Wilt did was because nobody else was nobody else was 7'5" back then.
Yeah, but he was. I'm not doing this. You don't know.
Shaq won 4 championships, and he was the best player on probably 3 of them. So, I mean, it's pretty damn good.
Do you hear the ice cream truck out front?
No.
Listen.
Go get some. Still can't hear it. Not good radio.
Okay.
Everyone that Nick Nolte recruits, he lies about what his religion is to try to.
That was so good. That was amazing. I even wrote here. Good thing you said First Baptist.
Yeah. First Baptist or Southern Baptist? He's like, first. Good.
He might have gotten shot.
Nick Nolte goes to his ex-wife's classroom to try to convince her to tutor Shaq. Shaq's playing with the kids, and one of them has a Barry Bonds shirt on. A child of exquisite taste and culture is what I would call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he got it from the trash.
Jenny is a real one, unlike Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Or Jenny from the Block.
Are you talking shit on J-Lo right now?
Yeah, she's not a real one. She fucked over A-Rod. That was fucked up what she did.
Are you kidding me? A-Rod is a douchebag.
Hook the whole time, you know that.
Yeah, guess what? Guess
reality.
what? Actually, Ben had her on the hook, bro.
A booster is trying to get Nolte to pay for the recruits, but he tells them to fuck off.
Yeah, his name's Happy, right?
Well, this guy knows everything about Pete.
Booster makes a lot of great points. He says Nick Nolte gets paid all this money and the kids don't get shit. This is not fair. I agree.
It's not fair.
Still
not fair.
Shaq, Penny, and Ricky are lighting up Western's players in 3-on-3 while wearing polos and jeans.
That was hysterical. I was like, you couldn't get them to change of clothes.
Ricky's ready to commit. He is liking what he is seeing from the ladies in California.
Yeah.
He's ready.
He has his mind on one thing.
He is like, you know what else is long?
He tells Nick Nolte if they can match the $30,000 being offered elsewhere, then he's in. And then Nick Nolte fucking flips out, tells him to leave, go home. But I'll be honest, it sounds like a pretty cheap price for a top recruit.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly,
that's fair price.
This is also 90 fucking 4 though.
Right, but that's still fair. That's fair. Nolte's tired of losing, so he meets with the booster, and they get Ricky his $30K. They get his dad the tractor. They get Penny's mom a new house and a job, and they both commit. But Al Bundy, he's smelling collusion over here. He smells a rat. He knows something's up. Shaq improves his SAT score to 960. But all he's worried about is getting the $100 that Nolte's wife bet him. So basically, everybody's getting the bag except for Shaq here. He doesn't get shit.
I gotta tell you something. He's got an education out of this, and he's getting smarter, so that will help him later on in life. Number 2, you know that wife is letting him get it, dude. Like, let's be so honest right now.
They ain't just talking about math and English.
She's like, let's do some math. She said, how many inches are you going to give me? He's like, all of them.
Nick Nolte's ex is falling for him again, and he lies and tells her he didn't cheat to get the recruits. Man. Penny doesn't like Nick Nolte's offensive system, and he wants to leave, but he doesn't want his mom to lose her house and job. So Nick Nolte's like calling the boosters, like, hey, what if he wants to leave? And the boosters basically like, fuck that. We have a deal. He's gonna stay. So.
Uh-oh. You feel it? Starting to come unwound.
The booster reveals to Nick Nolte that he paid off one of his players to point shave 3 years ago. So Al Bundy was right.
Yep. And it was Tony. Fucking how could you?
Nick Nolte, he didn't believe it at first. He goes back and watches the tape, and he finds that Tony's turning the ball over. He's dogging it on defense. I can't believe Tony fucking did him like this.
I literally wrote here, how could Tony do this?
Nick Nolte confronts Tony. Tony's like, nah, I didn't do it. And then Nick Nolte physically fucking assaults his player. And then Tony's like, sorry, I did do it. And he started crying.
He basically was like,
He's very sorry.
Bobby Knight, what are you doing?
We get, speaking of Bobby Knight, we get Western versus Indiana, the first game of the next season. Indiana's ranked number 1 in the nation. Nick Nolte get his players fucking hype with the pregame speech. We got Dickie V. It's a big game.
Baby. Legend.
Talk about the 3 diaper dandies that Western has. Bob Knight coaching Indiana with Calvert Chaney and Bobby Hurley as the star players, which is so fucking weird because Calvert Chaney did go to Indiana. Bobby Hurley went to Duke. And in this movie, he's on Indiana.
You know why?
That must have just best they could get.
Yeah.
That's it. Shaq dunks it at the buzzer to upset the number 1 team in the nation. This is a great game from what I saw. I read it because
I like how they did it though.
It was cool. I read an article, and I guess like Bobby Knight was like taking it like seriously. Like, it was like a fake game. But Bobby Knight was like taking it seriously. He's like, we're not gonna fucking let these people beat us.
Can I tell you something? That probably makes it the best footage in the fucking movie because it's fucking awesome. Real Bobby Knight.
But of course, the director is just gonna like cut it however he has to cut it. To say
who cares? He's gave me enough footage to cut together great shit.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte gets a massive win, but he's taking no joy in it.
He's not even smiling during the celebration. It's like you're making it real obvious that something is up here.
It's because he broke the rules.
Yeah, you're like my wife when I did something wrong. It's just like you haven't what is this? What do you? Why?
All the time.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine, dude.
He has a conscience, and he's coaching college basketball. That's what you call oil and water. Nick Nolte admits everyess in the press conference, and Al Bundy is fucking loving it.
Yeah, he did. He was like a pig in shit.
Imagine this press conference actually happening during a shift.
That would be hell.
Oh my god.
Insane.
But Nick Nolte.
You remember how they used to fucking? I remember talking to a dude who used to be a sports writer in Philadelphia, and he would say that for stories like that, to make sure he got him out first, he'd go on the payphone and he would literally transcribe his story over the phone to an editor at the fucking newspaper.
He was doing speak to text.
He was doing the original speak to text, dude. Isn't that wild?
Smart.
Yeah.
So Nick Nolte quits, and then at the end of the movie, he sees like these kids playing pickup basketball, and his love for the game is reinvigorated as he's coaching them. And then we learn what happens to everybody, all the key characters. Tony, he goes pro in Europe, even though he's a cheater. Shaq and Penny, they dropped out of Western, but they made it to the NBA.
That was so funny. They phrased that.
Yeah. Ricky blows out his knee and then runs his father's farm. And Nick Nolte goes back to coaching, but in high school.
Yep, and his wife
I love that they did that at the end.
Never came back.
This is such a good movie because especially today, like we were talking about, like with the NIL the way it is, like to see how it was, and this is legitimately how it was. Like there was backdoor dealings for all these top schools, without a doubt.
And in college football, like you could say it literally happened till the day NIL was passed. It was happening.
100%. And they're still finding ways to cheat, I'm sure, even with NIL.
100%, dude. Now it's just they can give them more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Great movie, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, love it. I'll give it 8.5.
Yeah, I give it 7 out of 10. It was really fun. Fun
It's not,
sport.
it's not that good of a grade.
I like sports movies better than some other kinds of movies, and this was
most other kinds of movies.
We have to find a tie for like He Got Game. Or Little Giants.
Little Giants.
He Got Game does nothing for me.
What?
Let's get a White Man Can't Jump in here. Let's get a fucking. Yeah. There's a couple movies I could do. How about Broad Street Bullies?
Sandlot. Any link there?
That movie stinks.
What?
All right, guys. How does someone get involved in doing retro with us,
fucking
dude?
ass when we get off of this.
Dude, I shouldn't whoop shit, dude.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Donate to our retro tier, and then email us ringrustradio@yahoo.com. We will cover anything with a wrestler involved. At this point, we might even do it for just anything.
No, we still gotta have some limits. It's gotta be. I mean, well, you can
have
ask.
morals like Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
I disagree. I'm just all about the money.
Okay, that's fair. Patreon.com/RingRustRadio, because we're all about the money.
Yeah, like Ricky Rowe.
Yeah, like Ricky Rowe. Like, just be a Ricky Rowe, guys. So fucking stupid. All right, guys, we're out of here. Let's go. All right, guys, fantasy standings. Fart sound, Mike.
All right, this is the final update before WrestleMania, which is the end of this season. In last place, 14th with -30, Tyler Sutton. I don't think he's going to win. In 13th with -25, BG.
Yo, Solo Sikoa.
He didn't get you negatives last night.
But he could on Friday.
He got you 0. It's okay. Tie for 11th with -10, Derek Lee and
So you can't do it anymore. Holy shit. It's like watching. It's like
an angelic right now.
Right there. I know what BJ. I know what you felt like with Cinnamon when she was like struggling to like go around. You're like, fuck, baby girl, don't do that. You know what I mean? That's how I felt with Mike. I was like, oh, baby girl, you can't do that, huh? Take you out back.
That's amazing.
In 10th with -2.5, James Dick.
Yeah, he deserves it. Although RIP to his dog as well, which is fucking very, very sad.
Why would you say he deserves it, though? That's fucked up.
No, I didn't say he deserves it.
Sorry, man.
I didn't say he deserves it. I say he deserves to be here in the standings.
Yeah, either way. It's still fucked up.
He deserves to be low in the standings because he stinks for the most part.
So.
It's sad for him, and I will give him beers, and I will hug him, and if he wants to cry, I'll cry with him because I'm a bitch. But, I mean, sad about dog.
I'm moving on from this
Josh doesn't make you a bitch.
You being a bitch
yeah, holy shit, dude. Josh, how's your cat, Natty? Fucking dead, Josh.
In 9th with 35, Alex Pandolfi.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, I picked that team.
There's a very clear line here. 35 to -2.5 from 9th to 10th. In 8th with 40, Leon CK.
Yeah, honestly, huge thank you to Leon, because I think he doesn't get enough love in all this.
Yeah.
He's the one who really made all this
happen. Made it happen.
Yep. He's the one who did all the legwork to get the suite. I know he put up more cash than he admits. I think that he deserves a lot more credit than he gets. So there's a big handshake and hug coming your way too, pal.
In 7th with 47.5.
I got no money. If you want money, ain't kidding. I'll sell some fucking pretzels for you. Hey, you better be hawking pretzels and beers, big cat.
We'll get a free $5 pretzel.
Hey, the guy comes up, can I get a pretzel? Yeah, $5. How about 3 for $5? Nah, fuck that. 3 for $7.50. We're negotiating. We're haggling. BK, you have never fucking done a true tailgate till you get here, and we are haggling prices on pretzels, dude.
That's just weird.
That's just not a tailgate experience I've ever had.
Right, I've never had that either. In New York, we do things differently.
Honestly, no, you don't. You don't tailgate there. You don't have real tailgates. Sorry.
What do you mean have real tailgates?
You don't have real tailgates, no. Sorry.
Because there's no horse shit around?
I mean, not to eat.
In 7th with 47.5, Donald Wood.
Hey, 7.
You deserve it.
That's fine. Honestly, I did deserve a comeback. I'm on the fucking comeback streak.
I think you're doing worse.
Yeah, I honestly haven't cared about this in years.
In 6th with 55, Reggie Gill.
Oh, I mean, you're fatty. Wow. Can't wait to have to sit next to him in the fucking booth when he's fucking just eating up 2 seats.
That's not nice. In 5th with 65, Angel Meza.
Oh, that's very nice. Good to not coming to Philadelphia. Too good for it.
Oh, man.
That's what he said.
In fourth with 70, George Cruz.
Is coming to Philadelphia. He is. He booked his flight.
Okay.
Now, his brother, I'm not sure of, but I'm going to say it on air. David, don't be a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Is he afraid of Philly?
I think his wife actually might be afraid of Philly. I think that's one of the reasons, one of the holdups.
I don't blame her.
Yep. Heather's like, I packed your bags. They're by the door.
Yeah.
Hope you don't get stabbed while you're gone.
She told me, like, make sure you text me when you get there. Make sure you let me know,
Yeah,
it's Philly.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
I'll be fine.
You close the door, you drive away in the Passat, that fucking music from fucking Risky Business comes on.
HRV.
She fucking slides in the fucking hallway. She's like, he's dead weight's gone. I don't know why she plays guitar.
No, not to my knowledge, at least.
She just started. That's how happy she is. That's how happy she is you're gone.
It's crazy. In third with 110, Big Money Mike.
Good. You deserve to be down here. Fuck
you're
you.
in third?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but listen to this.
Third
Third with 110. In second with 115, Jim Del Chapo.
Okay, who's very old.
And in first with 125, Stephanie Cordick.
So you're how many? You're 30 points behind.
I am 15 points behind.
Per math.
Damn it got me again, guys.
But I think Steph is gonna have a couple losses, so I kind of think it's gonna come down to me and Jim.
Ooh.
It's gonna be close.
Honestly, dude. Oh, I love this because I hear it in your voice. Listen, hold on a minute. Hold on. Mike, BK, did you hear that? BK, did you hear that? I heard in his voice hope. I heard hope in his voice. And the best part is...
It's literally a 50-50.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, it is. It might even be like 60-40 in your favor. Listen to that hope. Build that hope. Mike, by the time we get there, I want an 80-20. I'm going to take this shit. I want that from you. Because when it fucking drops, and when you fail, I want you to look, I'm going to ask you at the end of night, too, and you're like, wow, what a weekend, Donnie. And I'm going to look at you and be like, yo, how's that fantasy score going? And you're going to go, boom, you're going to droop like your dong. And you're going to be so sad. And I'm going to be right there to watch it again.
Tracker for the suite?
I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to do a reveal. It gets across his motherfucking arms. Listen, Steph and I are rivals. That's well known. And Jim is old, so he might not even hear this. Turn up the volume, Jim. I am pulling for them this time. There is nobody I want more to win than Jim and Steph. I hope they tie.
I want somebody to finally beat me. It's a curse, what's been put on my shoulders.
What you've rigged to happen over the last 16 years. Okay, let's get into emails. ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Short, sweet, pretty what we're talking about. Not exactly what we're talking about. Mark?
This is from Austin Russell. Loyalty and respect.
Okay.
Get it?
I do get it. Was Austin Russell, was he the one who asked, are you guys big in the gay community? At our Orlando show. I think that's Austin Russell.
I have no idea who asked that.
I do, because they were mocking us and we had no idea. We answered that question so sincerely.
Asking, so you don't have any idea who asked that.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was Austin Russell. I might be incorrect.
I don't think it was.
No? Who do you think it was?
So.
What do you think the name is?
I have no idea.
Austin Red, maybe?
I don't think we've seen that person in a long time.
No, they're online still. They've attacked me.
Remember the person that attacked us over weather?
Oh, well, that guy
was liberalism and the weather.
Yeah, no, he saw Mike. Well, that was because Mike was being a coward online and wasn't standing. He wasn't dying on the hill that he deserved to die on.
Literally, nobody was doing anything. He responded to like pictures from our live show and was calling us all liberals.
Remember that Irish dude? Remember the Irish dude who fucking shit in the toilet and I got blamed for it?
Twitter and he was like obsessed with fucking weather radars.
You remember that, Mike? When that Irish guy broke the shitter with his literal shit and I had to take the blame.
That's really been debated over the course
I mean,
of time.
listen, I'll stand on that. I'll die on that hill. But guess what? Guess what? I looked in there. I saw him. I looked in his eyes. I saw the shame, and I was like, "No, guess what I did? Guess I did. A real man. I ate it. I ate that."
I think you ate the shit.
I ate that shit. That's how I got the toilet working again. That's how I got the toilet undone.
You just hate Irish people.
No, that's not true. I'm Irish. I'm mostly Irish.
Do you hate yourself?
Well, no, that's not true. I hate the way my hair grows, and I got like white trash Joe Dirt face because I'm Irish. It's fucking awful. But yeah, no. I took the fucking brunt of that. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
From Austin, Russell, loyalty and respect. Subject, Atlanta, WrestleMania?
Okay, this email, we're about to take a...
It's a roller coaster, right?
BJ, did you read this one yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot you
Hey,
do
you
work.
rusty sons of bitches. It's been a while.
It's been a
I
while.
live in the peachy state of Georgia.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? What did you just do?
The peachy state of Georgia.
No, it's him singing. What is that? Who is that?
It's been a while.
Is that Three Doors Down? Who is that?
It's been a while.
No, it's Stained. Stained, that's who it is.
Everything
That guy. Oh, my God,
that's a
that
fucking
guy.
great song.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
his... Aaron Lewis is his name.
Great song.
Holy shit.
I live in the PG state of Georgia, the deep south. Little Nicky's voice. The deep south.
That fucking movie's mid as shit, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't like that
It's
movie.
not one of his best, but I don't hate it.
I hate that.
He's got 3 good movies and the rest suck.
Popeye's
No.
chicken is fucking awesome.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just wondering if Atlanta was to host another Mania soon, would you guys consider coming down to the humid sweatbox and enjoy a week of wrestling? The last Mania in Atlanta could be considered one of the worst of all time, but maybe it would be better given another shot. Philly is full of heroin, but Atlanta is full of strip clubs, ass, and titties for everyone. I'm getting sold here. Just a thought. My dumbass... Okay.
Hold on, stop right there real quick. In the off chance that my wife was like, you could do Atlanta, that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? I think me being like, you know how this guy sold me, baby? Ass and titties. And you got some cheese and bacon for that ass? You know what I mean? She's gonna be like, you're staying right here.
We gotta get
some
some Magic City wings, right?
I'd be encouraged to go, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would be encouraged to go.
Yeah, because Cinnamon's like, what are you talking about, Dad?
See those
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not true at all. Your mother be like, why are you going down there, Brandon?
WrestleMania.
Is this the ass and the titties I've heard so much about? Why do you keep talking about...
Just a thought.
I know what you're going to do down there, Brandon, and don't do that to your penis.
Just a thought. My
it
dumbass
up.
got pulled over and got myself an old Dewey Foley.
Which is a
I
DUI.
can't
So
make
hold
it
on
to
a
Philly this
minute.
year.
Oh, my God.
Yikes.
I know,
Well,
dude.
Here,
Nothing is...
hang on.
better representation
He
of
gives a good message here.
Okay.
With that being said, be careful this weekend and please don't drink and drive.
Yeah, but that's
I
not... This
still-
is not
Yeah,
a...
Donnie.
That's a good message. I still listen to the show every week.
From jail. From jail is what he should say. This is his
Go
third...
Braves.
No,
Go Yankees.
Fuck the Braves.
Undefeated.
Fuck the Braves, dude. Fucking dummies. Okay. Well, number one, come on,
Fuck the
dude.
Braves.
We talk about drinking all the time, but we always advocate for Uber. We always take Ubers when necessary. We don't drink and drive. I have only done it a few times and only at the cabin. So...
We're gonna force people to drive us around in Philly. So
Yes, and the best part is a lot of our fans are dead sober, which I don't know why they like the show, but they're dead ass sober, which is fucking incredible. Because that's fine. I will let you drive me around. That's fine. You can even drive my vehicle.
Drive us home.
Yeah.
So,
as long as we get
to
home.
the question at hand, by the way, Atlanta for WrestleMania.
Yep.
I mean, let's say never, but I don't know that I have much interest at this point because this is going to be the fourth WrestleMania I've been to, the third we've been to all together.
Yep.
I don't know that I have a whole lot of interest in like traveling far distances to go to.
Not anymore.
to
That's not that far.
So no, it's still a fucking good fucking drive.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
I don't know if
long
I'm taking
flight.
that flight. It may be a 2-hour
It's
flight.
only like
but-
2.5 hour flight.
yeah, but I mean, I would probably drive, and even then,
That's a really long drive.
yeah, it's a really long
That's
drive.
almost a day.
So I drove from Philly
I
to
would go.
Florida.
I drove to Atlanta. Well, I didn't drive. My uncle drove. Went to a NASCAR race many years ago. Went to like NBA game when the Atlanta Thrashers were there. Went to an NHL game. It's pretty cool. Pretty fun. They got like this thing called Underground. That's like this little. You go literally underground. It's like all kinds of shops and restaurants and shit like that.
That's
But
pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
that
here's the
anymore.
thing. Here's how I look at it. From now on, if it's got to be a whole experience. Like it being in LA, I got no thing. If it's gonna be on the East Coast, I don't want it in New York. So I'm canceling a bunch of this shit out. Like I don't know where it would be other than that.
I'm
Like
down to go
Pittsburgh,
to
Baltimore,
Minneapolis next year.
to where?
If it's in Minneapolis next year, I'm down to go.
I have no interest in go. There's nothing in Minneapolis besides that. Like I have no
The
desire.
Rock
to
and
do-
Roman Reigns, baby.
I mean, that's just not. I mean, Mike, would you go to one in Toronto?
Yeah, I would go because I could drive very easily.
That's right there.
He's in. I mean, literally one block.
Are you going to
from
go
the
to Money in
city
the
center.
Bank?
No, because I'm probably going on vacation.
Oh, okay.
That'll be kind of pricey, so I don't want to do that too.
Where are you going on vacation?
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
I want to go to Universal.
How
this
come we
summer.
get invited?
Wait,
Wait one more
family
year.
thing.
Wait one more year,
Wow, we're
Mike.
not family?
No.
Mike, wait one more year because they're doing Epic Universe.
What's that?
They're opening another theme park right there.
Just go again.
It's a massive
No,
theme.
probably-
No, dude.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money to do these things. Disney's even
I
worse.
know.
Universal's still pretty pricey.
Yeah. It's very pricey.
Just go back to Hershey Park and Knoebels. Just be satisfied with what you get.
Hershey Park was a good little trip.
It was. It's a great little park. There's a couple of little ones around here. Dorney Park is around here too.
Six Flags.
Okay. Good email though. Terrible DUI. Very stupid. I remember when my father was in jail for DUIs. And my cousin got a DUI after all that still. And we were all like, I just remember being like, I'm so ashamed of you. He's like, I was driving you home. I was like, I know. so ashamed of
Your
you.
fault.
So, I mean, we were both drunk. I couldn't have driven either. So, someone had to do it. Next email, BJ? BK. Can you correct this for me? BK? Thanks.
Next email comes from Eduardo Giant Gonzalez, subject to WrestleMania 40. Hello, my 11-year-old son and I are going to WrestleMania for the first time ever. That's fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
We are from Washington State.
That's
Do you
not
have
so
food?
cool.
It's a long way.
It's a trash state. Trash state, though.
Do you have food suggestions? It would be greatly appreciated. P.S. I have been a listener for over 10 years now. That's
We're so
fucking
sorry.
awesome.
Thank you.
That is wild.
Hell yeah. Come say hello to us.
Yeah, come hang out with us, please.
On
We need
L on Sunday.
L is for
$5
low.
for a pretzel.
L is for low.
Make sure you have $5 on you.
Make sure you got way more than 5, dude. You should go break 100 into 5s and then call me. So here's how I'm going to break this down. I have to go through all the dumb shit that Jim sent me in the last couple hours of all these fucking pop-up shows happening. If you are in the city of Philadelphia and you want to eat in the city of Philadelphia, here are some suggestions. The Reading Terminal Market, which I've mentioned before, Denix in particular, but pretty much anywhere in there is going to have the best of the best in this region to offer. There's a large Amish community in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from Philadelphia, and there's an influx of Amish people on the weekends. So you're going to have a lot of you like shoe-fly pie? You like pies and shit like that? You're going to have some of the best stuff you're ever going to taste right there. Campo's is great. John's Roast Pork, Cosme's. If you're into Chinese food, I'm going to brutalize this, and I know he knows that. Nanju, Hand-Drawn Noodle House. Mexican is Buena Vista, and Vietnamese Pho 75. So, he gave you a bunch of stuff. He is obviously...
Pho 75. How much does that cost? Pho 75.
He said $7.50. And here's my favorite places. In Philadelphia, they have the one, when I say cheesesteaks, Mike and BJ, I said dealer's choice and you were looking it up like that was an actual place.
Yeah,
What I was saying is it's one of those things where anywhere you go in Philadelphia, pretty much, there's a place really close where somebody has recommended that's a great cheesesteak. So there's a bunch. No, there really are. Because you got, I could name fucking 5. Jim's, Pat's, Gino's, Tony Luke's, Tony and Nick's. There's a bunch of dudes. Just all these dudes make fucking cheesesteaks, man, and they're fucking great. Of course, there's gonna be some places that fuck it up, but.
All right, well there you go.
But.
Well, I believe that to be true because here, people always talk about the big name places for wings, like Duff's and Anchor Bar and shit, and Barbill. But I could go to my corner pizzeria and I'll get fucking unbelievable wings because all the pizzerias here pretty much have unbelievable wings because it's our thing. So.
A million fucking %. So that's why that's kind of you can't go wrong. I mean, you can, but I won't ever steer you wrong, and you could choose from wherever you want. But if you're in the suburbs, Pika's Pizza. It's right outside South Philly. It's right down the street from where I grew up. It's some of the best pizza, and even Jim from
How do you spell that?
Jim from Lorraine, Picas, Picas, and that is from even Jim from Lorraine said he's like that's the pizza place to take him to. Now the Caetano's went out of business.
We're going, right?
Yes, that's where we're going. For your hoagies, Cut Above Deli. I believe it's in Media. So that's a great one. Bernie's Pretzels, I'll be bringing a shit ton of pretzels for them, conveniently priced at
Fucking
$5 a
Bernie.
piece. But Bernie's this was like one of the original, it used to be a place called the Bazaar, and it was like this huge shopping center. And I'm bizarre. But they had these pretzels in there, and they're famous as shit in this area. Nick's Roast Pork. It's actually Nick's Roast Beef, but the roast pork sandwich there is my favorite. And that I would also get, if we're going to go there, we're going to go right next door to the next door deli. They make the best potato salad I ever had. Romano's Strombolis. This claims to be the birthplace of the Stromboli. Many have said it. It does. It really does. If you go look on the menu right now, I guarantee it says right at the top, the birthplace of the Stromboli. And
They stole from Italy.
they are fucking 100% delicious and fantastic, and you will love them.
Stromboli you get?
So I get the Italian, but it's hot. It's a hot pepper.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, double decker, which is essentially an inside out pizza. So it's a pizza, think of it like a pizza pierogi that's deep fried.
It looks like an empanada.
I was gonna say it sounds like a fucking calzone, basically.
Yes, it's kind
like
of
a deep fried calzone, but has it's more like pizza than a calzone.
Yeah.
The inside.
I mean, there's no ricotta.
That's what I am very intrigued for, Donnie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and you could get, that's any pizza flavor they have, you can get it as the inside out. I particularly enjoy the buffalo chicken inside out. I know that the traditional pizza is fantastic. The pepperoni that gets all that oil in there, it starts to soak into the crust as it goes. It's delicious. But there's something about I love buffalo chicken. And the buffalo chicken inside out is my favorite. Rita's Water Ice, if you're just looking for a quick snack, they have them all over, and they have them in Philly as well. Great. BJ calls them Italian ices. Here we don't like Italian people, so we call them water ice. Actually, most of us call it water ice, but that's a different story.
I can't say enough how dumb water ice sounds is a thing.
Can I tell you something, Mike? I would bet you my entire paycheck, my $2.05 or whatever it was from this t-shirt thing, that you love this water ice.
Well, I'm not denying that maybe
I'm just saying, you might hate it in theory until you have it, and then you're like, okay.
You're not talking about that. You're just talking about the name.
The
water
name
ice.
of
It's
it.
dumb.
No, it's water ice.
Obviously, Italian ices are fucking delicious.
Yeah, you're stupid. Again, the potato salad was from J&M's, and we're going to go to breakfast maybe 2 times. So the first time we're going to get breakfast sandwiches on the run probably, and we'll get those from Ming's, which is a cafe. It's fucking fantastic. Local family that's been there forever. And if we go to breakfast the second day, I think we're going to need a good fucking heavy breakfast to kind of soak our bellies up. The alcohol we've already ingested, the stuff we're going to do on Sunday, even more so. I think we're going to go to Lanark Diner, which is like the local breakfast fucking diner place. Mike, you've been to them. It's like, it's what Denny's strives to be one day. This diner is like the real deal, best of the best. And when you get the jumbo plate, it's like, every breakfast food you could hope for, dude, and all done.
Is that the time you went one time and you like sent us like a picture of it and you're like, look at all this shit? I'm like, well, you got a Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's
like,
yeah.
That was in a Grand Slam.
I literally had no idea because I actually never had been to Denny's before in my life. I've never been to Denny's. I've never been to Denny's.
I've never been to Denny's.
There's a lot of listen.
You live in New York.
But there's a lot of local places, man. Like that's
if
what
you're
I
like a suburban person, I mean, you would think you'd been to fucking Denny's before.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Been to IHOP.
I've been to IHOP. There was an IHOP right near us though, and I was only there probably like once.
IHOP was good.
We always made breakfast too. Like I lived with my grandparents for a while, and they fucking breakfast was like a big fucking deal.
These French toast was pretty good.
And you're talking about Lanark Diner?
Yeah.
Double L, Lanark.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fantastic, and that's right there. So, guys, those are the food suggestions. I hope somebody gets something good out of this. My plan for us is to get everything on this list. It's going to be really difficult.
Oh my God!
It is. It's going. It is.
How are we even going to do that?
It's going to be really difficult, but I'm telling. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear, Mike. That's what I wanted to hear.
I don't believe.
That's what I want to hear, Mike.
I just mean like time-wise, like how are we getting to all these places?
That's what I'm saying.
We might not, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get as many as we can. Okay, like Bernie's Pretzels. We're probably gonna get.
How far away is the roast pork place?
The roast pork place. Well, depend. Listen, that's why I drop my kids off in the morning. I'm gonna snake my way home, and we're gonna hit like 3 places on the way home.
Cause that's not like, that's why I want this to say, like, what are we doing on Friday? Cause that's like, you know,
Friday, I honestly, listen, you just relax, man. Maybe I have a plan. Maybe I don't need you in my business right now, dude.
It sounds like you got a plan.
I do have a plan because Mike's coming about 2 hours after you. I don't want Mike getting cold fucking pizza. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be like, oh shit, like that's the kind of pizza I'm talking about. So my thought is, maybe what we do is, me and you go pick up those fucking hoagies, and then we have those fucking hoagies early on. We pretty much finish in those hoagies. We go right back out, get fucking pizza for dinner, because we're gonna be heading out for the fucking ECW show shortly after, and we just nailed 2 of them on Friday.
Yeah.
And then we have leftover hoagies for fucking Saturday morning, or more importantly, early Saturday morning when we come home from South Pole. Come on, baby boy. Come on. It's like you've never like I said to you, hold my belt loop. I'm going to get you through this.
I fucking hate you.
Okay. Next email, please. Great email, by the way. Horrible DUI.
Great email. No, that wasn't him.
He doesn't have the DUI. He has an
I don't know if he does it or not.
To our knowledge.
He lives in Washington State where it's always fucking raining. Guy could have a DUI. I don't know.
This is from Alex.
Listener for 10 years.
This is from Alex Bliss Pandolfi. Subject: Mark Madness NIT. It's a Patreon email. Go to patreon.com/ringousradio. Contribute to the email tier higher and guarantee you get at least one email on the show each month. Hey, Rusters. It's been a long time since I've sent an email, but also feel like it has been a while. It's been a while.
God damn it. Are we going to single-handedly bring back fucking Stain in this fucking dude's career?
They've always been back for me.
It's been a while since we've had an email practice. Don't worry.
God damn it.
Your boy Panda has you covered. Figured coming off of Mark Madness, we should have a Mark Madness NIT bracket for the wrestlers that didn't quite make it to the big dance.
Hold on real quick. I want to say this too, because we've been doing a lot of video game stuff on the side, and no one, and I mean no one, has let me down more than Panda. And that means this dude lets me down on the show all the time and also in the game all the time. Like, no one in my life, like,
He's trying to redeem himself here.
Seriously. Jesus Christ, dude. Remember the one thing we did where everybody started complaining about their fathers and how they weren't there and shit?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Panda.
I basically took any wrestler name that was mentioned in the seating special and put them in a randomized list. From that list, I took the top 8 and made this bracket. Would be good to vote based on the previous year, but vote however you want. Have fun. Love you guys, Alex Penelope. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
The 8-person tournament. The 1 seed, Matt Cordera. Sorry, Cordona. Did Donnie call him Matt Cordera?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I sure did.
Against the 8 seed, Dalton Castle. They released his fucking boys.
Dalton Castle.
Dalton
Castle's doing great things.
But I think he's not really. He's been stuck in fucking ROH.
Well, you haven't been watching. He's been doing great things in ROH if you gave him chances.
Matt Cardona has done a lot of shit. Over the
Not this year. He did it 2 years ago. This year he's kind of been all over the place.
He continues to work all kinds of places.
Yeah, but doing nothing of importance, just showing up on the card. Scott Hall did that for years.
I would say it's probably more importance than being in ROH right now. So I'll go with Matt Cordera.
BJ?
Dalton Castle.
There you
go. 4 seed Lyra Valkyria against the 5 seed Sky Blue.
Sky Blue. Respect.
I'd say Lyra probably.
Sky Blue. Respect.
Disgusting.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
It's not even, honestly, I think she's just been more entertaining.
She's been really good. She's good.
She's one of my favorite parts about AEW.
Not bad. I bet. Part of her is my favorite part.
3 seed Masha Slamovich versus 6 seed Grayson Waller.
Still one of the hugest robberies ever. Masha Slamovich not being in the top 64. It's Masha Slamovich.
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller.
It's very stupid. This is disrespect that runs so deep.
2 seed Charlotte Flair against the 7 seed Roxanne Perez.
Roxy.
Yeah, I mean, we basically decided no Charlotte because she was out for so long of that time period. I think Roxanne, she's awesome. I'm going with her.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just going based on who I like. I don't give a shit about whatever.
I'm going off the past year.
I'm going off the past year. I'm going with Roxanne Perez.
I'm not, so okay.
So we're in the final 4. 8 seed Dalton Castle, 5 seed Sky Blue.
Dalton Castle.
I would go Dalton Castle.
I would say Sky Blue.
There you go.
I just Sky Blue's not like she's a good wrestler.
She is a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah,
She's
not
fine.
really.
good. No, she's good.
Okay, all right, dude.
Not good.
Okay, go on to the
She's
next
good.
one because I fucking don't want to hear your dumb ass have opinions now.
6 seed Grayson Waller against the 7 seed Roxanne Perez. This should be the final, by the way.
Roxy.
Roxanne.
I would go Roxanne, I think.
Roxanne.
And the final, 5 seed Sky Blue against the 7 seed Roxanne Perez.
I thought Sky Blue lost.
No, it was Dalton Castle.
Oh, sorry, 8 seed Dalton Castle.
There you go. Fuck off.
Cinderella
Well, I thought you were
run.
fucking banging the table for Sky Blue, I thought.
Yeah, well, I banged it in one round, not the next. What's the matchup again? You messed me up.
Dalton Castle versus Roxanne Perez.
Dalton Castle.
Roxanne Perez. She's doing things of significance.
Yeah, but you said
Roxanne
last
Perez.
year.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has been. Roxanne
Over the past
Perez,
year.
easily.
Very stupid. Very stupid. It's very ignorant and stupid. Great email. Psych.
I thought it was
Thanks for
pretty
listening.
Yeah.
No, fuck Panda. So here's the deal, guys. Like I said a million times. One, I haven't mentioned it because I'm going so hard at WrestleMania right now. Get involved with us playing games on YouTube. We're having an incredibly fun time. BJ, you come in every time, you cry about how this game's stupid, and then by the end you're like,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
I
Right?
don't play your dumb games.
Well, they're not my games. I'm just doing research
they are.
online about what's good mass multiplayer, and I watch videos. I'm like, oh, that would be great for us to do that. And then you're like, this is poopy. I don't like this. This is poopy. And then you
Among
come in.
Us, Dead by Daylight, great. I don't play fucking Descenders with your shitty controls and your fucking
No,
Fortnite.
you
and
only
your
say
game.
that. You only said that because you blew all the asshole playing that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Fortnite was really fun, though.
Fortnite was really fun.
So, Mike, what we did was we were in like a
I explained to him
mystery
already.
mansion.
I explained to him. He knows what it is already. He's not going to
Yeah.
play with us. He will not play with us, dude. Sorry.
One day. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. When you come for WrestleMania,
Well,
when we're
we're
hanging
gonna
out, we could hang out and play right then, and that'll be fun.
yeah, I'll play games.
No, we should play N64 games.
I'll do that too.
What do you think I'm talking about?
I thought you were talking like Fortnite.
What are we going to sit next to each other and play online? No, I'm going to school his ass in fucking WCW because I'm hiding No Mercy.
Oh, that's stupid.
No, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it.
My wife comes in, what the hell are you doing to my bedroom? You're like, have you seen No Mercy?
Yeah.
She's like, creeps, get out. Yes, but yes, WrestleMania 40 is fucking right now. So if you're listening to this and you made it this far, one, you're incredible. What stamina you have. But please come out, support us. Please come out and see us, have beers with us and pretzels, and I'll barely charge you. All right?
What is the one thing you're most looking forward to?
Kaiju Big
Thursday?
Battle.
Okay.
Kaiju Big Battle. Kaiju Big Battle without a hesitation. This is, Mike, this is, okay, I mean this. When I was a young pro, when BJ was I was in freshman year of high school, so was that 22? I think it was 2002. Right?
A
Yeah,
freshman?
2022 that you were.
Yes, I am very stupid. No, it was 2002, and I remember my uncle, like, there was still, like, tape trading happening. Like, he still did shit like that, but it was, like, DVDs. Like, I remember getting Dave Brown fight DVDs and shit like that, and, like, all these cool things. Like, he did it with sports cards, and he loved that kind of shit, too. But I remember him getting this, like, goofy thing from New York, and it was, like, Kaiju Big Battle, and it was just, like, all my friends loved comic books, and they loved the Ninja Turtles, and I loved all these things, and I never really got into that. I watched them with everybody, and was like, it's not really my bag. But this was so dumb and silly, and I loved wrestling, where it was like, oh, this is, like, my super, like, hero kind of stuff. Like, this is what I like. And it never caught on, and it was so hard to find, and for a period of time, I didn't find it at all. But I did find Chikara, which is kind of a goofy thing like that, and a lot of the people who did Chikara behind the scenes have kind of jumped ship to this now. So it's going to...
Chikara was run by a monster.
Well, yeah, his name is... What was his name
Mike
again?
Quackenbush.
Mike Quackenbush, yes. He's not involved with this.
Joe drafted him on one of his
But
teams.
he used to be Dr. Cube in Kaiju Big Battle. So he was part of this. So there's a lot of great people involved, and I'm very excited to see who sneaks in to the show on the card. So yeah, but PJ, what are you most excited for?
The one thing I'm most excited for, wrestling-wise, might be the Rock's entrance.
How about you,
I'm
Mike?
excited for that. I'm just excited it's gonna be a different WrestleMania experience. I've watched it from a press box. We've watched it from fucking floor seats. We've watched it from elevated seats. Get to watch it from a suite. It's gonna be the most
luxurious,
high class we've ever been at WrestleMania.
And like I said, it's having the rides already figured out pretty much because we're just here and just plugging someone in, having a place to come back to where we're not worried. Like I said, this is happening in my house. It makes
we
it.
don't have to go to a hotel where there's shit and or blood on the mirror.
That's right. Remember that? Greta, Louisiana.
How can I forget?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, guys.
I wasn't saying that Sabu stayed there before.
That's crazy, dude. But there's only a little bit of blood and piss and shit. All right, but listen, guys. I'm very excited. Please reach out, ringwrestling@yahoo.com. And, God bless America, and we'll see you back here after a wild-ass WrestleMania weekend. Pew, pew.